Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. This is Pseudo. This is Guildwars 2, and congratulations on surviving the weekend. Uh, or enjoying, hopefully. We're going to be checking out some Berserker tonight, running around the Borderlands, doing our giveaways, chatting with you guys, and holy crap, am I scared of the balance patch tomorrow. But let's jump into it. I will update the build in chat, but we're going to jump right into a Borderland real quick, so that we're not just tooling around in Armistice Bastion. Gonna be running something a little bit weird today involving arms. It's gonna be good. All right. See if we can figure out a build to ditch defense, because it's a build crafting channel. It's all about weird builds, and that's what I'm about to. And honestly, before Bladesworn, back once upon a time, I was just complaining about Berserker being bad. So let's see if we can find something a little bit off color, or off key for that. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're looking, your week's looking all right, chat. Enjoying the new weapons, and you're excited about the balance patch. If nothing else, I'm excited for it to shake things up. Always excited. I think balance patches, even if, my stuff doesn't get touched, or it doesn't, buff Bladesworn, cough, cough. They're always fun, because they shake things up. It's objectively better than not having balance patches. Something's better than nothing, and it's gonna be good. Welcome, Gibbs. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you are not too stuck at work, and your night's going well. I wanted to mention to you, I did a little bit of research. Yeah, we're gonna try it without defense. Defense is too easy. We're gonna go discipline and arms and see if I can live there now that we've got a lot of healing stuck in staff. It's not as much of a meme as I would like to think it is. We're gonna give it a shot for World vs. Well, not PvP probably, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Daikru. Hopefully you're well. What was I saying? Gibbs. I did a little bit of research while I was at, the gym, definitely working out the other day, and I was looking into GPDs for you. What was it? I think your best option... shoot. I don't want to misquote it, so I might look it up a little bit in the stream, but I found one that was pretty affordable and was the Win 4, which is, I think, the one you were looking at. I was kind of just curious because I know they updated their CPU APUs on the new model, and they're kind of expensive now. Let me flash the build on screen or put it in chat. I had it written down, and then my notepad exploded. So while we run to a camp and hopefully get ambushed, we will do that. Make sure we have the right food. Yep. Weird food. Or weird build. Mush, cat, mush. PSA as well. Today is the last day for the mount sale. I think every mount they've ever made is in the gem store right now. So if there is one that you like and you are so inclined, go grab it. It's kind of cool. I was waiting on a couple for a really long time, and it's a good opportunity if you, do want to throw in at some money to take advantage of these March sales while they exist. A lot of them are marked down as well, although I don't know if the base mounts are. Let's go. Yeah, we'll be doing our giveaway. We'll do standard trivia giveaways. Lots of content coming up on the channel, especially this week. We're going to have the balance patch tomorrow, so I'll hopefully have a little video going over that, as well as whatever's in the patch notes going up in the channel. I try not to duplicate my content too much because Mukluk and similar people do really good news rundowns and such, and I'd rather them get the clicks, not me. But whenever there's a balance patch, I like to add my 2 cents. So probably have the video going up on the channel, actual YouTube video for tomorrow, as well as our standard Monday, Wednesday roaming streams. And like I mentioned last week, we have some exciting content, including an interview with the dude who had the most legendaries and one of my really good friends. We actually talked about it a little bit tonight, got the confirmation for that. So I want to at least establish a framework with him before I just jump into it and, right off the bat, ask him a bunch of questions. All right. Try out Line Splitter here. It's not doing terrible damage, honestly. Line Splitter or Rampart Breaker's the Berserker one? Yeah, Rampart Splitter. Pretty good. Pretty decent damage. 2k. Build could not run defense. Probably a bad one, but let me show you what I had in mind. Pull up a cat and pull up the build here. 1 second, chat. You find it, had it on a phone, but can't capture my phone here. Yeah, I am Pseudo. Welcome back to the channel. Build crafting channel. Lots of running around the Borderlands, talking about balance. So chill streams, if they are your thing, get subscribed, hop in, hang out, chat with our crew. Got a really chill crew of build enthusiasts slash people who like winning gold from me. So if that's your thing as well, I can do giveaways on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day I can stream first that week. Where's my Berserker notepad? Oh my god. I really need to organize this better other than just here's a bunch of builds. There it is. We did it. Right. Let me make sure Twitch looks good. Firefox window. That one. Haha. Yep. Okay. Cool. Always a crapshoot which window I'm gonna get. Internet browser hold, please. All right. Build. Full screen this. Let's go. It looks like this. So we're running discipline. We're going to try, at least, arms, because defense is very mandatory and very good, as Captain Crapface has pointed out quite a lot. But discipline and arms, offensive, obviously, side in the arms, getting Sundering Burst, stack some cover condies, as well as just damaging condies, Roller's Recovery, and a lot of our healing, theoretically, is going to come from staff skills. They're scaling with Selly Gear, which we can run on this build, as well as this Relic, which heals you every time you remove a condition. So we have all of the condition removal we can conceivably take here. Purity, Cleansing, Generosity, as well as 2 different utilities that remove conditions, and this trait in Discipline. So we'll see how it goes. We're hopefully going to get a lot of our... Wonder if I'll be dead. Hey, I'm not. Hopefully get a lot of our sustain from that, and we shall see. I looked XP earlier, and I did not see any update notes. I was looking all day, and I was really hoping they were going to post something. The relic is Relic of, I believe it's called Kakarosa. It's the one that heals you whenever you remove a condition. It's a Relic of Neos, sorry. Kakarosa is the blast finisher one. Relic of Neos, it heals you every time you remove a condition. And it usually works on things like Ellie that have a lot of condition removal built into them, but we're going to see if that's where we can get a lot of our healing tonight. But like I said, not every build has to be a Bladesworn build I've min-maxed forever. We're trying stuff. It'll probably not work, but it'll be good. One thing I did think about with this is you can kind of immobilize your foes in the, if I manage to generate enough adrenaline with Line Splitter in those fire fields. We may actually have to switch to the, what's it called? The other trait that makes you not... Wow, I'm lagging already. Where's the Zerg? That was interesting. We may have to switch to, and I actually thought about this as well, this trait, Furious, which just generates some extra adrenaline for us. Hold on. Sure we're running the right gear and such. Yeah, we're looking good. How are you doing, chat? How's your start to your week? Hopefully you're all are well. Had a pretty busy start myself. Had to move some stuff for today, but it'll get done tomorrow, so it's all good. Sometimes you just have too much work and not enough time to do it. So go in here, jump down here, throw down another line. And theoretically, we can immobilize them in that, but we already had a bunch of burn ticks. Another combo is this is a leap finisher now. Valiant Leap. Makes sense. So if you have those fire fields down, try to Valiant Leap through it for that fire field, and then we'll hopefully be able to trigger King of Fires, which is one of my favorite traits in the game, if not my favorite trait. It's a really good example, I think, of how Grandmasters can fundamentally change how you play a class, and I'm a huge fan of things like King of Fires, as well as a lot of the Hollowsmith traits, for example. Hello, sir. Would you like to fight? I'm running an insane build. What are you running? Oh, he did not want to fight. Gonna check his food. Doesn't want to fight at all. Might have some trouble if we don't start in longbow, though, so I'm going to have to get a feel for this build while we try nonsense tonight. But yeah, if you haven't seen the patch notes, go check them out tomorrow. They'll be updated, hopefully, with the patch. So, got some exciting stuff, especially if you're a Willbender main. But other than that, notable things are, obviously, Willbender getting some buffs. They're sort of changing very, like, little things on Power Berserker, mostly numbers. Will theoretically get a fix for Rush as well. I'm thinking about, like, switching into my Bloodlust stacking sigil weapon here. Getting a fix for Rush, you know, 11 years in the making on Warrior. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. As well as some ancillary stuff like power fixes, like tune-ups in PvP for Power Berserker, as well as, what was it? They're making... I forget what it's called. It's this skill. which blow it is. Wild blow, not shattering blow. Wild blow unblockable, and it's going to daze now, which is a weird decision. In my opinion, I'd really like more stuff than just weird unblockables added to warrior, but it is what it is. We'll see what we get over time. I would ideally like warrior to have more than just damage and unblockable traits or skills, but, you know, take what I can get. What they did not debut was any changes for the existing new weapons. So it'll be really interesting to see if they tune up those or tune them down, make them more balanced, and if so, which. I'd be really interested to see if I get DMCA'd for this song, because this is Evanescence. No, it doesn't sound like them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like to see is less CC. It's funny how CC was so strong, so they removed the damage on CC, and it's like still strong, right? Nah. The counter to CC is theoretically stability, but the answer to stability just seems to be more CC, you know? It's especially in like high tier NA play in quotes. I've talked to Sea Monster a little bit about this, where Team USA and they kind of set the meta. Just the build seems to be just pile on more CC and target that guy, and then target this guy. I think honestly the biggest counter to something like that, yeah, it's like almost like the damage wasn't the problem. I agree, but I think that honestly, something to combat that, you know, thinking of the game mode as a whole, that arenanet could do is just eliminate the thing where like your entire team rallies if you get a kill. I think that's one of the most damaging swing heavy things for PvP. I would like to see it be more like one person or 0 people rallying as PvP when you get a kill. Because I think that so heavily dictates like how Guild Wars 2 PvP like works. Because the idea is, you know, if you manage to make a build that can survive all the CC, then they're just screwed because they don't have anything else. So that one person is tanking all the CC, they're living, you know, maybe they target somebody else, but they've blown all their buttons. So at least you could have some kind of comeback mechanic, even if they kill one person on your team with all that CC burst. The way it is, as soon as you get a kill, that basically decides an entire PvP match. So it's just like, see, that's the thing, Ocean Bat. That was my first thought, but I really don't think that stability would do much, even if they added it on a class-by-class basis, because I don't think stability is, you know, that just adds to the armories. That's just adding to the escalation of, like, more stability equals more CC to combo it. You know, we end up with things more like the Pulsing Harbinger well that you can't stun break, right, or Gravity well, where they're just like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's 3 CCs in a row. So unless you blew a stun break with a bunch of CC on it, or with a bunch of stability on it, it doesn't matter. So I don't really see it as a problem of a lack of stability, but maybe that's, you know, it would help. I just don't know if that's healthy for the game. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to get back into PvP, but it's so frustrating. I might look into... if and when I ever do apply for partner again, I might, and I can transfer to EU, I might look into a, what is it? They make VPNs specifically for gaming, just so you can get servers in other countries and help decrease your ping. So that might be an option, because I hear EU PvP is really, really fun. There's a Zerg fighting over there. Old stab. Oh, that's what you mean. Hell no. I'm not with you on that one, man. I can't come with you on that journey. Old stability was ridiculous. Old stability where you had 1 stack of stab and you were immune. Yeah, I know what you mean. Look at what's going on over here, chat. Look at this war. Look at my frame drop. Look at my frames just go into Narnia. Where's my other Twitch window, chat? Hold on. Weird. But yeah, we are going to be doing our giveaways. It is Monday night. It's going to be some fun. Be doing a trivia giveaway as well as an RNG giveaway. Probably not give away as much money as last week. I'm kind of getting poor, and I want to make sure I have enough. Dude, no one's winning this. If this isn't a good example for, I want to make sure I have enough money for the future. This isn't a great example of how sustainy the game is right now. I don't know what is. This war that's going on. Crazy town. There's the other window. I found it, chat. Don't panic. I found it. I'm gonna make sure it looks good on Edge and, or what is it, Firefox and Chrome. Okay, this is boring. Let's go sneak behind them and take their camp. I can take them, use Raptor Tail Swipe. Oh, I did pick up the, what's it called? The Peacock Raptor, which I had my eye on for a really long time. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting fight. It's a Renegade. Historically a very tanky spec here. We don't have Shield Master, though, so we're not reflecting his projectiles, tragically. Did I just cap this camp? Hell yeah, I did. Alright, camp assistance, help me. We're not cheating at all, chat. Kind of feel bad. I wish we had just gotten the 1v1, but it is what it is. Game? Okay. Game lagging. There we go. Ow. Uncharitably done, sir. Or I super did. I can't. No, I turned him down, Gibbs. That's just Zerg v Zerg violence. Maybe it's something with the it's not lag if you're winning. That's true. That's very true, no. No, that's just world versus world. And maybe they're doing something with the post-processing settings, which shout out we're getting tomorrow. Like, again, look at this camp. I have 90 FPS. Go over there. It's going to be like 2. Again, this game is so CPU heavy. It's insane. It has nothing to do with your GPU. Computers are magic and no one knows how they work. I would love a week of World versus World where you could use like whatever mount. I don't even care if it wouldn't be balanced. Sky scales, fuck it. You know, roller, just like ridiculous crap like Roller Beetle all over the Borderlands. Like, video games are fun. Who cares if it's not balanced? This game isn't balanced to begin with. Hell's already admitted that. Meanwhile, back at the plot. I love it. Hello, sir. Would you like to fight? No, he wants to help his friends, which is fair. Ow. Really rude, dude. Ow. I'm super stunned by the sentry is the problem. Ow. Oh, the scrapper hit me. I was like, what hit me? A lot of stun there. Sad thing is not heavy and newer CPU either. Yeah, you need like a 3D V cache. It's a very specific, very specific CPU. Yeah, they did one event, XB, where they ran... I swear I didn't hallucinate this and didn't take like a bunch of acid, because I tell people this and they don't believe me. They did one event, it wasn't just a no downstate week in World vs. World, where they ran a thing where if you killed an enemy, you got an action key, like a special action skill that turned you, like it made your hotbar that enemy's core skills, and one of them was like rocket boots, and it was amazing. And then they never did it again. It worked perfectly, and it was like, that's such an un-anet thing to do, especially without the bugs. So it's just like, huh? Dino has a question. Sorry. Catching up on chat. Bro, I want to ask, if I don't have Living World Season 2, if I skip the expansion, go to Hot, did I lose my reward story? You mean, did you lose the rewards from the story? No, you'll just get the ones for the story that you do. So if you buy Living World Season 2 and do it, you'll get those rewards. If you buy Heart of Thorns and do those, you'll get Heart of Thorns. Same thing with the achievements for each one. It's all... It might be, you might be looking per character, so it tracks per character. So if you already complete a story on, say, this character, you'll need to and want to replay it, you would go to the character that you finished it on, and you could select the specific chapters. So stuff like that. Yeah, it's insane. Arenanet's done a couple of those events. They've done no downstate week. A lot, which are always the best because you can actually win outnumbered fights. They've done stuff like that where you like get an enemy's skills on your bar when you kill them, and it's always insane. How long is the charge musical racial bugged on Harrow? Is it really since launch of Path of Fire? If you tell me the bug, I might be able to tell you. I've probably heard of it, but I don't really know. I have made one char in my life, and that was for a meme build, but I know the racial skill because I'm a build nerd. And yeah, like Decker said, you don't lose rewards for skipping Living World stories. You'll just get them when you do the stories. And you can always go back to them, which is great. All right, chat, strap in. You're going to do a giveaway in like 25 minutes. Get your trivia brain. We'll do the RNG one first. I don't want people to struggle too much. Your trivia one second. RNG first. Yeah, this build is not serious. This is just pseudo tries stuff the night. Chill stream, giveaway night. Everything's going to change tomorrow anyway, so. Kits on a 5-second. Is it all kits or is it just Charzuka? Oh, I see. Leaving and entering. Well, I would assume that's been forever. You can't use racials in PvP, so it probably didn't get reported or fixed. This game is very buggy right now, though. There's things on Warrior, like heightened focus just refreshes Berserk mode instead of burst skills. Like, this game's great, but yeah, I don't know. It's always a crapshoot whether or not a patch will even fix or unfix bugs that they previously fixed, so I don't know. Yeah, it works in World vs. World, that's very true. Is it good in World vs. World? I would imagine so. They probably didn't nerf the numbers if it wasn't using like a raid or something. Am I excited for tomorrow? I'm always excited for, like, stuff, Dekru. My class can't get any worse, I say now with absolute confidence, and no way that could bite me in the butt. It hasn't before, shut up. Yeah, I'm excited. Has a Giga C-skill 15-second cooldown, 700 CC. Wow. Might be good for those new Lord break bars, huh? Like, you know, Lords are going to use a skill when they get a break bar or something. Be kind of interesting. That might be worth doing a video on, Grogan. I might do that. That's interesting. I'll look into that. Yeah, it's probably always been bugged. There's lots of stuff you can do like that. Like the Norn elite skills. The bear charge does like 100,000 damage in World vs. World or something, and the snow leopard only does a little bit less and has an instacast stealth. Like, racial skills are not looked at all when they design kits and such. So I wouldn't be surprised. They'll do like a top-down pass on it. I miss the teasers, XP, honestly. I really missed like when they were doing those little like image teasers. And not only because that's back when they were actually like buffing Bladesworn, or at least trying to pretend that it existed. I really miss those because they gave us something for it like to do for the week. They're not going to do it, Gibbs. Not in this patch, at least. Bladesworn has been conspicuously absent from pretty much all of their streams. If anything, they're just going to nerf it more. It's not gonna, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not vain enough to think that my channel of, like, I love you guys. I'm amazed that, you know, I get thousands of views on some of my videos, but, like, I'm glad people are enjoying the content. I'm not vain enough to think that any of my builds or that post that I made about, like, oh, I got top 250 with a Bladesworn build that no one was playing, like, that did anything for their balance team. I don't think they care. I think Cal plays the classes that he cares about. He cares about the players he cares about, and the other people are all noise. Yeah, see, Shaktify, or Shaktifi, I've realized I might be saying your name wrong, so apologies if I was, but I thought the same thing. The abilities barely hit the last time we had a balance patch, and wow, Dragon Trigger 2, like, I literally just had this thought, I didn't say it out loud. I said, wow, in my head, Dragon Trigger 2 still feels good to use. That's something at least. And I could literally hear the like grinding of the universe's monkey's paw, or the gears in my head turning to spite me, because the literal next day they were like, added an unskippable delay you can't compensate with quickness to Dragon Trigger 2 only on land. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'll never have thoughts again. I've learned my lesson. I don't know, man. All I can do is give feedback and hope they take it. I 100% believe you catch more balanced devs with honey than with vinegar. The post was from 2016 or something. Yeah, I believe it. There's plenty of stuff like that. There were a couple sigils where, you know how you can't... everything. So, Dragon, they have to do everything in this game manually. So if they didn't change one thing specifically, from my experience, they just didn't change it. Like, there's a lot of oversights like that. It's like the height and focus thing. Yeah, it refreshes regular burst skills, but it doesn't refresh, like, Berserker mode or Dragon Triggers. Like, it refreshes Dragon Triggers, but it doesn't refresh Dragon Trigger stance. Why? Because they just, you know, the person that did the changes was inexperienced or didn't test it or doesn't care. It's not something they wanted to do. So even from outside a warrior perspective, like, there were a couple things that, for example, you know how you can't use two of the same sigil, even if it's like a major and a minor, which is something I'd actually really like them to change. I think if you want to gimp yourself and use, like, you know, the level 80 version and then the level 60 version of a sigil that's less powerful on one weapon set, you should be able to do that. I think that would be really cool, especially the way balance is right now. But there were a couple sigils, like you could use the major and the minor version, so you could get like, I think it was bursting or force was a really popular one, where you could get like the 6% bonus and then like the 3% bonus or the 4% bonus or whatever it was. If you wanted to like just play a Condi build back in the day by doubling up the sigils. Hello, you want to fight? Are you the one soul beast? You have a snowman head. I almost had a pumpkin. Want to fight? You're in green territory. You have to want to fight. Play the video game. Come back here. How did he evade that? Yeah. Jan, Bladesworn's really... I mean, you can try it. It'll be fine in PvE. Bladesworn's just like one of those really cool on paper and butthole execution. Go watch my video on the channel if you haven't seen it. I play it the most probably recently. It's really cool idea for a class. It just doesn't work right now because it's a death by 1,000 cuts type of deal. Okay. Maybe it'll swing around in 10 years. We'll see. Hey, I'm not dead, chat. Not immediately. Oh my god, we killed a soul beast. Even had food and shit. To stun this boar. It's a fair class, huh? Oh, he shouldn't have done that. We won a fight. Hell yeah. Yeah, Dragon Trigger 3 misses 50% of the time. Go watch. I almost clipped it, but I wasn't sure if the Azura was actually an evade frame. The last stream, I had the best thing of Dragon Trigger 3 just missing down a hill. Hello, Grumney. How are you? Yeah, Dragon Trigger 2 will just fail on flat ground, and Dragon Trigger 3 will just go up and over obstacles and keep going into space because they didn't adjust the hitbox. Have you been enjoying Vert, Gibbs? How have you been warming up to it? It's good to try new things. I'm proud of you. Yeah, everything in this game's like manual. That's why, again, the number one thing I want, other than like just a suggestion box, is them to just hire more balanced devs. I'd be fantastic for the game. I think they really underrate the amount of draw that a MMO with good combat could have. Or at least under-prioritize it in this game. Hello, sir. Alright, what we got? 15 minutes. Oh, he saluted. Do an emote. Thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Evil Yoshi and Yonasama. Names I can actually say. Oh my god. It's great. Not something stupid like pseudo-alias. Happier song, please. Happier song, please. Oh my god. I'm coming, NG bro. Let's go. I'll even drop food for you. Come back here. And yeah, if anyone's wondering, I am on Sea. No, turn around. Come up here. Come up here. Come, NG. There he goes. Okay, he saw it. Doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Enjoying the new weapons. We're trying something a little bit weird out tonight. Seeing if we can work staff into a... use it to fill some holes, as it were, in a non-defense build. I've seen more hollows running rifle lately. It's been a thing. Really interesting. Shortbow must super suck. I don't know. I still think shortbow's fine as a support weapon. It's just they can't make it powerful or feel good because half of the things are unblockable. That's a Zerg. That's not happening. What can we take here? Me and my hollow buddy. Go take this tier 2 camp maybe behind him. I should be popping this off cooldown for the little weird Signet of Ferocity buff I get, but not using my cat really. Hello. Oh god. That's a few. Run! You are listening to stream. That makes sense. I can invite you. We are going to die, but I can invite you. Yeah, if anyone out there wants to play, we're on Sea of Sorrows. I usually just tool around with whoever, unless I'm trying to deliberately showcase a roaming build. If you want to join the guild, we have one hard rule, which is no political or religious stuff in guild chat, but we're slowly establishing a little cadre of roaming people. It's going to be good, especially if and when alliances come out. Hard to play it better much? Different playstyle than Warrior? NG's probably... or sorry, you said Vert. I was going to say NG, because we have an NG in the party. But NG's probably the most similar to Warrior. Vert's going to play a lot different, yeah. Very true. I'm going to drop some weird cake for myself. Is this the only weird cake? No, I have enough weird cake. Feels kind of okay on Scrapper. Want to take it on anything else? Wish I could join. No, there's Shiver Peaks. Good luck. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if and when alliances come out. Then I can just invite whoever, right? Be great. Or whatever they're calling it. World restructuring. All right, we got this. We just got to take it fast. Oh, Jesus. I didn't generate any adrenaline there. Feel my bro. Dude, they need to up AoE on these heals, man. I think Captain Crabface has said that a lot. It's like tiny. There we go. Got the combo off. King of Fires is such a cool trait. I love it so much. The problem with this build is when you're not in Berserk mode, you're weak as a kitten. Was really fun to play right now. Clash doesn't matter. Willbender. Jeez. Oh, PvE or raid. I don't know. Chat can probably answer that better than I can. I used to full clear every raid every week, and I'm pretty raided out. I do enjoy Bladesworn still for PvE, but it's not the most fluid thing. They're deliberately kind of janking it right now. Oh, it would be so amazing, Gregan. We tested that with the world restructuring, and we can invite people to the guild, and they'll get on like weirdly the same alliance thing, but you still can't play together. I would love that though. You can chat with people or trade with them on the trading post. Nice job on this camp, Hollow, bro. Got it. Think they aren't gonna make fast hands baseline. They should add an effect to additional trait lines so you don't need discipline. Yeah, they won't. I agree, Ocean Bat, but they won't. I'm trying to think the last thing I really... because I always play support builds in PvE these days. I played support Alacrity Bladesworn for Harvest Temple CM, which was a bear, but we did it. Like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a DPS? Are you looking for a support? I can tell you right now, if you gear like a quickness boon support or like an alacrity support, you're gonna get invited to every group ever. You might have to tank some stuff, but yeah, if you want to just damage your like through stuff, Virtuoso is really good. It's also really in demand because it does great damage from range. Yeah, Condi Virtuoso powered, very, very, very good right now. So like the Mesmer thing that throws blades, extremely good. You have to target this Chrono. Nice. Only they didn't have a pocket firebrand. Hell yeah. Even with the pocket firebrand. Come here. Come here, man. How did that miss? I think the Chrono just teleported out of his res signet. I feel a little bad. Too mainstream. Yeah, that's fair. Zelly Pistol will do okay range damage. I can't play Condi Ellie or Condi on Ellie, so I don't have a chance yet. All I know is Ellie Pistol has literally 39 new skills, so I hope you enjoy Sudoku. I'm going to assume it does decent range damage because all of the new weapons are broken as fuck. No, that's fair, Yerna. I can't main everything, so let's see. What was I playing last time I played and hasn't changed? I was really enjoying Support Spectre. Even though it's kind of weird. Willbender, you can play just about every different way, power, Condi, and support. It just doesn't do the best support. Nice. But if you're going DPS, especially these days, I would look into something that has range DPS. Any tips for build crafting are also appreciated. So I want to just rapid fire through everyone's topics, but like the way I start, at least for World versus World, which I think is where most of the build variety is I will start with a template, or I will start with like, okay, here's what I want it to do, like, you know, basic Selly gear, and then optimize it from there. You know, get the boon duration I want, get the condition duration I want it for the playstyle I want. For something like PvE, Snowcrows pretty well optimizes their builds, but they don't fully optimize their build. So sometimes you can like trade out a couple precision infusions for, you know, and change a piece of Assassins into Berserker and get like a couple more power, you know, numerically. That being said, make sure your build, especially these days when everything does like 47k damage wise, make sure your build does accomplish the fight. You don't need to do 47k if like sacrificing a sigil slot is going to mean you clear the encounter, right? If you're doing 45k and still doing your role. So sometimes if your group's okay with it, it's okay to swap out like a force sigil for cleansing sigil. If it means that, you know, you're not going to get Condi bombed by the one mechanic that keeps wiping your group, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's the one DPS Guardian in quotes that I literally just auto attacks and does 30k. I wouldn't call that fun, but I'd call that simple. But it's, you know, raids back in the day and DPS numbers used to like matter, right? Because it was really hard to do. You know, Condi Ranger did maybe 25k, and that was with an impossible rotation on a golem. Now everything does 47, and most of the raid encounters, not, you know, Cirrus CM and Temple of Fate, or sorry, same thing, Harvest Temple CM notwithstanding, those, if you take those two out of it, like everything else was designed for like, you know, 30k DPS or whatever, so you're gonna be fine. Mechanics are way more important, which is honestly a better way for this game to go, at least, than trying to have 8 people DPS race the boss down, which is what you end up doing anyway. Just skip a lot of mechanics. But yeah, make sure your build for any game mode plays the way you want it to and does what you want it to do, and go from there. My advice for just introductory build crafting. A lot of people ended up liking Axe Deadeye Daikaru a lot more than like the other Axe Thief variants, which is really interesting to me. Because they didn't preview the Deadeye ambush skill, and I still don't know what it does. for Axe. I'm assuming it just does something similar where it calls all the axes to your target. We had someone suggest, like last stream, where it was Axe Pistol, and you can just use the, if you run Daredevil and use the dodge to stealth yourself, which is pretty solid. Quickness, Deadeye, Stealth, Auto Attacks. Use it to hit 40. Well, there you go. There's your suggestion. Axe Deadeye. It does all the damage. I think about how I want to play the game. Yura. Mostly for me these days, it's world versus world build crafting. So I'll be like, I don't want to play meta Bladesworn. I'll make something weird with the Alacrity Trader. We're going to try out Staff Berserker tonight to see if I can take advantage of something like King of Fires. But if you're just trying to build for PvE, yeah, you play to the encounter. Which unfortunately is a lot of just like taking Virtuoso because it's good these days. But if you don't want to do that, just make sure your class is doing, you know, if melee DPS isn't possible, just make sure it does range damage. Or if you can take a mace, don't go in there. A mace, axe, soul beast, because mace has ludicrous support for like power damage, then yeah, do it. And also it comes down to, you know, what do you want to play? What is your group okay with? I can show up to a raid and be like, hey, I'm a support staff berserker, and they'll tell me to get the fuck out because that's still not a thing yet. It's getting there, but it's still not a thing yet, really. There for a fun build. I prioritize mobility on all my world versus world builds, or at least most of them. I make sure I have enough mobility to get places. No, prioritize fun for world versus world. Unless you're running with a Zerg. You'll find a build that you like. Same thing with PvP. There are meta builds in Snowcrows and... Well, so for world versus world, things like Hardstuck and Meta Battle are good starting points. But if you don't... Like, they're good starting points for, like, what works, right? But if you don't know that you're gonna, like, be in love with a build, don't force it. You know, you try out a build and you're like, oh, this is really good for tanking, but it's made for side noting in PvP. I can't really run that in world versus world, right? So, you know, you can start with what's effective to see, like, what skills are good, and then sort of extrapolate to how you want to play it, right? Wow, that did not connect with him at all, and it still immobilized him. Poor guys. Friends are running away. Friend should help him. Oh, yeah. I don't think these people were very good. Feel a little bad, but they have a keep. Probably knew. Careful, try not to kill the mob because they can actually rally off their allied mobs. I know it's dumb. I can heal you. Yeah, see? Just like that. Rally off your own allied mobs. It's too good. Oh, no, this is a red tower. Never mind. But yeah, you can do that. Is a thing. How's Bladesworn staff? It's fine. Go watch my previous view. It'll probably go away tomorrow, the build I run on it. But it's really good because it just gives it more mobility. Bladesworn just sucks, though. But if you want a fun Bladesworn build, just literally hit up my previous stream video. I managed to jank one together. The thing with Staff on Warrior is it's better than every other weapon if you don't need the F1 damage, because all the other Warrior weapons are awful. Chat knows. They've heard me complain about it almost my entire life. Yeah, Staff is simple, it's fun. Any voices? Oh my gosh. Getting all the people. Hello, would you like to fight? This isn't your keep. Bro. Alright. I'm not gonna do this. You get this 1v1 versus this AFK man. Kill him. I'll kill him. What he gets for going AFK. Poor guy's probably feeding his cat. I'll tell you what, sir. Oh, here's his friend. Alright, fair enough. I was gonna let him live, and like if he can come back to his computer, he can live, but I wonder if Dragon Hunter's still bugged. Well, they're dead now. Feel a little bad bullying green people by a red keep. Go for power Kandi on staff. It does not matter because staff has... Look at this healing number. Okay, so this is a bad example because I'm running Sally gear, but this heals for 2k. No, they're not bad. They're just like new. Plus there's two of us and one of them was AFK. This heals for 1,000 base and this heals for 2,000 base. with no healing power. So you can build whatever you want on staff. The numbers are really artificially juiced. Like, theoretically in the future, if warrior has more support traits, the scaling will matter more, and this will be less space, but you can just run staff on Bladesworn or whatever you want. Everything is awful. Yeah, I know. It's weird that I keep getting kicked on warrior and I keep, like, making up for it. Like, oh, they removed this thing on Bladesworn. Oh, they removed this thing on Bladesworn. It just makes you want to build craft harder, you know what I mean? Like, you want to make your janky pile of garbage work. Like, all right, fine, arenanet. I guess I'll run this. Ooh, that was close, homie. Yeah, I know. You'd think after years and years and years of getting kicked nonstop on warrior, I would, well, at least 2 years, I'd have learned my lesson. But I just enjoy build crafting. Like I say almost every stream, this game is not balanced. Look at Ranger downstate. It's just fun. You don't have to HP farm. Do you play any World versus World? Because you can just buy the hero points from World versus World. I can show you how. I'll teleport back and we can do our first giveaway. I'm going to teleport back to home so I can show off this. Anyone who doesn't know. This helps with map completion as well. Whenever I do an EOD map completion or any of the map completions I farm, I always just buy the hero points on the character. I mean, you might have enough things, so check this out. Let me go to vendor McGillicuddy over here. So this guy, who we'll talk to once you have the mastery, you can buy notarized scrolls of jade or even central Tyria if you're doing gifts of exploration. Maguma, Desert, or Jade Heroics, whatever you want to do map completion. And this will, each one of these will give you a random hero point on that map. So if you have any of these like testimonies, you can use these things to get random hero points on those maps, which is pretty cool. And if you buy about 40 or so, it'll get you most of them on like whatever expansion you're going through. HP farming right now. Did you spend them all on the new weapon unlocks? Because that's what I did. No. They cost 10 Jade Heroics and they give 1 hero point each, but it'll give you 10 like because it's an expansion. The core Tyria ones will give you 1, and the expansion ones will give you like. Let me go here to training. I don't think I have Bladesworn training. It'll give you like 10 of these, right? And you need 25 to unlock a specialization. Yeah. Just want to make sure so anyone else lurking or in chat isn't confused. All right, crew. First giveaway of the night. Do these again every Monday or Tuesday, whatever is the first day of the week I can stream. Tonight we're going to give away 25 gold, as usual, for one of our RNG giveaways. All you have to do is type !berserker in chat. We'll do the drawing in about 20 minutes. So all you have to do is be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. It's just how the APIs for each platform work. So thank you. If you are followed, not required, just go over to YouTube. But hopefully you're enjoying the content. And yeah, get those entries in. Any chance I can link my... It should be in the description, Ishite. There's an L in there. I apologize. Ishilip. I'm not trying that again. Yeah, go to the description of the YouTube video that you're watching on YouTube, and it should actually be in there now. The video for the controller setup. Nice, got a bunch of people in. Yeah, I'm aiming for chills, build, crafting, hangout streams. I have one chat rule, and that's use your brain, you know? Kind of same as the guild. Poor guy, we keep like 2v1ing people. I feel bad. You know, give me the 1v1. Don't help me with this guy. Let's see if we can 1v1 a sword necro here. Oh, now you can help. Gotta kill that thing first. We have no chance. It's alright. Both targeting me. You gotta kill the Deadeye first. Yeah, absolutely in that scenario. Guy knows what his buttons do, and it's not great. Had to pop my healing skill early. The downside of what's it called? Oh, now they have a friend. Well, boo. Downside of what's it called? Yeah, good vibe stream, pretty much. What's it called? Bullet catcher. This staff 5 skill is it will continue blocking even if you interrupt it, like with the auto attack or any other auto attack. The problem is you can cancel the animation super early, and then you won't know when it stops blocking attacks. So it's kind of a problem, right? That was kind of the issue there. Yeah, get those entries in, exclamation point Berserker in chat. Even if you have to jet out, if you win one of our giveaways, I will mail it to you. So don't fret. Not required that you hang out, but I hope everyone is enjoying, and please feel welcome. Pretty accepting community. You can't take this crap seriously, Daikaru. At all, dude. Oh, no, don't worry. There were three. It was a 3v2. I'm playing a meme build, and it, like, again, guys, if you run around with me or anything, like, just in general, this game is not balanced. It's also a video game. It doesn't matter. It's just... If you want structured fights, go into PvP, and even then, Ranger Downstate still exists, right? Like, there's all this insane crap. Like, don't worry, don't feel bad. I'm not good at this video game. I play in a goddamn controller. Oh yeah, winning still feels good, but like, you know, it's whatever. I played this game for 11 years. You can't take this crap seriously. Get this harpy. It gives you a weekly, and it gives you a stack if you have a stacking schedule. That's kind of the mentality that I'd really, you know, one of the reasons I'm streaming is I want to promote, because I really like, you know, good fight, good game sort of mentality. This taking video games serious, like there's better things to use your energy on, in my opinion. It's hard not to get upset when someone whispers you like, come back, coward, or whatever, and like, I 1v1 your mom, lol, but it's, you know, I can do push-ups, I don't really care after 11 years, you know? In comparison to ESO, it feels quite balanced, even though it isn't. Interesting. Oh, hello, Harold. Are you running around with us too? You waiting because you're watching the stream? Would you like an invite to the party? Should be open. You can't do you can do push-ups. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, anyone just screaming on the internet about anything, a lot of people attach self-worth to meaningless crap. So, oh man, he had the glide down. He had the pro technique. I'm gonna invite you, sir, even if you're not watching our stream. Are you going that way? You're waiting for me. Let's run an experiment here. Man is going that way. Okay. Zerker is good in Zerg fights. I mean, that's a fair ask if you're running a world versus world guild. Dregs, this is something I point out almost every stream, and eventually my chat will get tired of it and just ban me, but everyone's screaming about something on the internet, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or politics, or guild, or whatever it is. It's someone who is throwing stones that they could be using to build a house. And because the internet and our generations, like, no one was ready for how fast the internet came out, no one, like, we don't teach self-validation in school, even though it's the most important skill. So if you can do push-ups or learn a language or put points into you where you're not getting attention, you're going to be a lot more successful in life and just happier than, like, scrolling through TikTok hate, right? I don't know. It's just my 2 cents on it, but it's worked for me so far. Poor guy. Oh man, he's a Zerg Scourge too. Up, he's got a friend. I feel less bad now. Get him. King of Fires! No! Get him! Come back! Come back here, Reaper man. No, you left your friend! Oh, feels so bad for the Scourge. Yeah, absolutely. Just don't, like, you know, use your brain. It encompasses a lot of things. It's kind of vague for a reason, but thank you for asking. Music recommendations are always welcome. I just probably can't play it on stream until I preview it. You almost died? Yeah, you were kiting well. Yep, I listened. I have. Hang on. I got you. I got you. I am aware. They are dope. Kind of already on my playlist, but appreciated. I think this is our century. So you were able to do it. The easy way is to learn Tokipana. Second language you'll learn the most difficult. I'm using Busu. I switched from what's it called? Duolingo, when Duolingo started sucking and adding like mandatory hearts and crap. Busu is amazing for me. It's just an intro thing for German. I learned a bunch of Spanish and then I forgot most of it, finding it really good. But thank you for the recommendation. So no push-ups for me. I bet you can do push-ups. I used to hate push-ups, Daikuru. They were my least favorite activity until I started actually like lifting and doing bench and stuff. But I get that. Today was leg day. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, Self-Deception's really good because they tend to do songs that aren't just like, how do I say this delicately? Tribalistic bullshit, and they argue from both sides of the aisle, if you want to call it that. Which is really, yeah, they're pretty solid. I really like them. I like their energy, even if they're more aggressive than I usually go for. And very seem like they know what they're doing. I'm just jealous that I wasn't born in Sweden. Sweden and Germany seem to get all the good rock bands. It's kind of annoying. It's all right. We have the internet now. You didn't know that from me? Okay, good to know. I used to DJ and I used to get a lot of song previews, but the last one they did I wasn't a super fan of, but I like a lot of their music. It's very good. Not, you know, it's okay to not like things on the internet and like things. What was I doing? I missed a bunch of messages. I'm gonna have to expand my chat window, Jesus. From German, yeah. Dude, I finally learned, so the thing, it's called an esset, the B that sounds like a hard S. I never learned that when I was doing Duolingo. I made it like 2 years into Duolingo and I never, literally never learned what it was called. And I was like, oh, they're actually teaching me stuff on this app. I'm going to stick with it. It was dope. Like context and people speaking. Yeah, that thing. That I literally can't type. Oh, hello. Person? Mistlock Sanctuary? That my new guardian alone? Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, first giveaway, chat. Get them in. We're going to draw it in 5 minutes. Type ! Berserker in chat. Get this going. Probably try to take this tower. Yeah, now you are more educated, chat. Hard S, except it's not used in 2 countries. I think it's Liechtenstein and another country where they type SS or something. Or maybe it's only used there. I don't know. I think it's Germany and Austria where it is used, but I could be wrong. Duolingo was great until they added hearts, which they basically limit you and make you want to buy money, like need to pay money. Don't shoot that yet. And then it started sucking, and for a really long time you could just use the browser and get by the heart system, like open it on your phone. But it they changed that recently, so I was like, all right, time for a new app. Yeah, I want to travel. The next time I travel, you know, travel's expensive, but next time I travel, I want to probably go to Germany or Italy. Currently waiting on the queue. All right. If there's a queue, we can go to a different map. We're just going to try to take this tower and do our giveaway if you're in voice chat. I really like the people who join. This is awesome. Yeah, no worries, Diggs. Why don't you, enter the giveaway. And if you win, I'll just shoot you the money. That's like not a problem. And also type a character name. But yeah, people have to go. It's up to you. Enjoying New Guardian? Oh, you're gonna love Willbender after tomorrow. Yeah, Duolingo was great until monetization, but that's the way with everything. I'm astonished Discord hasn't turned to shit, at least for its users yet. The new marketing model, at least the new marketing model 8 years ago, was just get a gigantic user base and then figure out how to monetize it later. And things like, you know, look at Twitter, it's still not profitable, but also look who owns it, but also it still wasn't profitable even before he bought it, so it is what it is. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing about push-ups, I used to hate push-ups, Daikuru. I know you said it was leg day, but then I started, like, doing bench. Oh, do we not have enough? Damn. I'll run supply. You stay with the Caddis. Or not. I'll stay with the Caddis. You run supply. Probably stream delay. Yeah, have a good night, dude. Thank you for joining. Yeah, this week is crazy. Not just for, like, Guild Wars, but for games. We got like Dragon's Dogma. We got like Guild Wars 2 balance patch. There's some other crap. I've got to do like an interview with one of my friends, like for this game. Find some time to actually do that and stuff. Edit together videos, like actual work. It's gonna be like, was helping set up a TV yesterday. It's gonna be hectic. I like that Rampart Splitter just didn't hit both times there. No, it's okay. It's okay. Run away. There's gonna be way too many people. Get out if you can. Don't engage these people. There's gonna be like 8 people here soon. Very epic music. Yeah, get away if you can. I'll die. I'll die. You go live. Live in port. Two-shot Tony. I love the name. Oh, we have... Yeah, I know. Alternatives to Discord. Just, there's a bunch coming out right now. It's kind of like all the people nipping at Twitter's heels. We have a TeamSpeak server still from back in the day. We're actually considered... The guild I run has been around for... This is too epic for this respawn music. Sorry. The guild I run has been around for so long that we're actually considered a non-profit community. So we have 2 free 250 TeamSpeak licenses. TeamSpeak is better anyway. It just doesn't let you link images. Anyway, chat. 1 more minute. I'm extending for it. Type exclamation point Berserker in chat. Get this going. They're good. Probably more private. Don't sell all your data. I can get my amazing Wizards Vault stuff. What are you guys buying out of this? I'm really tempted to just buy the starter kit literally for the half of the Gift of Might and make something else, because I don't think I need any of these. What we got? Predator I already have. Moot I don't care about. Dreamer I could make the Dreamer, but I'd have to do map comp, which I don't really have time for, especially this week. I'm tempted to just buy this again and use it for research notes. Dude, people joke about Ventrilo and IRC. Alright, we doing this. Thank you for our new follows. Always good to have you. Roll this giveaway. Do another trivia giveaway in a little bit. Make sure I got everybody. Dude, Skype... No, I'm not using Skype. Skype's awful. Skype lagged when it was good, and it ate all your resources, and then they started selling all your data, and now it's owned by Microsoft. I'm not touching that. No offense to any Skype users. Skype is great for if you have 2 people using it. Skype is awful if you have 50 people trying to do guild wars or guild missions. Can't talk. Hey, you got in. All right. Got everybody. Just double checking my bot because it mixed a couple people the other night. 3, 2, 1. Ishite with an L that I can't say your name. I'm sorry. I-S. Can't read either. You know who you are. Ishite. I-S-H-I-E-L-T-E. Thank you for entering. You have won. You've won one before. Arenanet was playing World vs. World moments ago. I believe you, but I don't believe you. So you have won. Congrats. Give him some congrats, chat. Hit him with that Jade bot recycled some junk emote if you've got it. And I will get you the info, or I will get you the gold as soon as you shoot me a character name. And if you don't want to, just put, or whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word. Sorry I can't talk, chat. I also was tossing around, now that we've got some more people watching the VODs on YouTube and Twitch, an idea about how to give money to VOD viewers. And if you guys want, I'm thinking of doing like, because I also want to try to improve myself as a streamer. And I've literally noticed that I do that, which is what I just did, which is say way too much, especially when I'm excited about something. So if someone guesses the number of times I say on a stream right, I'm thinking I'm going to shoot you 25 gold from the VOD. So I think we'll roll those dice, and if anyone wants to count them. Yeah, they're verbal tics. Everybody has them. My girlfriend says so a lot, and then we'll say nothing, and I'll be like, did you have a point? And she'll be like, yeah. I forgot what it was. But yeah, if anyone wants to hit me up in the... We might just do RNG giveaways in the VODs. We'll see. Arenanet devs can play on whatever server they want, Gibbs. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to pronounce... You know what I need? I need a pronunciation bot. Is there one for streaming? So I can pronounce people's names? Oh my god. I'm such a clown. Can you tell? This is my first stream today, Chad. I'm sorry. Oh, you're in my party. That makes it super easy. Ishalte. I'm completely wrong. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, I try. I do my best. I'm sorry. Yeah, congrats on your 25 gold. We will be doing a... Wow, gotta dig my backspace key out of my keyboard. Thank you, Microsoft. We'll be doing a giveaway for trivia in 15 minutes now. So congrats. Thank you, sir or madam. Appreciate it. Enjoy your 25. English why? So... Is it both J's? So Yan Aliyah? Yeah, pronunciation, especially in English vernacular, we don't get any exposure to cross-cultural pronunciation. There's a bunch of sounds that exist in other languages that we just don't have. And like the ch sound doesn't exist in a bunch of languages, which is weird. Even like syllabaries. Close enough, I'll take it. Yeah, this build is not the worst, which is nice. It's no, defense berserker, but we have an alternative. Like, I try to play with the things that arenanet puts in the game, even if, defense discipline is the lord and savior of all berserker builds. Yeah, don't despair. Get your brain on. Doing our giveaway for some trivia in a little bit. I'm gonna cap it though, because last time I was really scared and I almost had to buy like 8 people pants from the gem store, and that was a problem. I would have done it because I said I would do it, but it would have been a problem. Yeah, I'll praise defense discipline, the only way to play PvP. Yo, Ishalte, if you have any of the celebration boosters or birthday boosters, this is the game mode to use them. So like, I do have it on my bar. This buff, let me get it in the party chat, is really, 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 really good. So yeah. On the floor, valid way. Also true. As long as you're having fun, that's a valid way to play PvP. Let's see if we can go take some towers. Waiting for this. Oh, we don't have supply. Motherfucker. Oh, we got a spy pulling tactics. Will they wait for us? Will they wait for us? No, you don't have a cat. I'm gonna hang back and try to give you the cat buff. Get it. Get in the circle. Get in the circle. There we go. It's very true. All right, let me claim this camp. We can get some supply. Claiming camp gives you 5 more supply. Come over here. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. Yeah, if anyone has any questions on how to, like, get into build crafting, do you have supply already? I'm going to assume yes. Please let me know. Or about my mobile setup, or really Guild Wars in general. I just noticed Rifle 5, I think that was on Hollow or NG, has a really cool effect. I'm waiting for you, dude. I'm going to give you this cat buff. If you want to work on your work law, we can do as well. Discipline strength. That's true. How do I afford build crafting? You win giveaways. Obviously. Jan. I've given away, probably since I started this bullshit, like 4,000 gold. There was one day where I literally just bought everyone expansions. I don't know. Farm. I tell everyone how I make my gold. Like, it's not a secret. Just do End of Dragons map completion and sell the legendaries. It takes like 4 hours. The only thing you're going to be gated on is your initial investment if you just keep selling them. And then after that, you have to like invest enough to sell one, and then you're going to be gated on Imperial Favor. So you just park characters at... I actually don't think that catapult's going to hit. We'll see. You just park characters at the like 5 repeatable hero points you can do. It's super easy. And I wasn't rich in this game in quotes until End of Dragons came out, and then I just started selling legendaries. Revhammer 5, I believe, should be more usable. I'm not sure if that's the one that's going to attach to a target, but or at least a little bit, but I believe it should be Kami, yeah. That's actually a really good change. It's how they should have done Dragon's Tooth, and then they just made Dragon's Tooth track forever. Oh, the boosters? Yeah, dude. If those were in your bank, just let me know. I have a bank I can drop for you. I bought this contract mostly so like my allies can use it as a bank. The new crafting station one. Or if they were on a different character, I guess. But yeah, definitely use those boosters at least when you're playing World vs. World. Like, this is the game mode to use them. Yeah, it always feels good, Gibbs, when you can ninja keep with like 2 people. Like, you know, when people aren't playing. I used to do that with my friend who would just like, he was he's the guy who was going to do the interview with the legendaries. His name's Slade. He's really chill. We would like just ninja keeps in the middle of the day. You know, I work from home. He's a landowner. It felt great. Ah, no. God damn it. I think it's too short still. Motherfucker. I always throw catapults in the wrong spot on this keep or this tower. Riveting stream content. Are you getting numbers? I'm not getting numbers. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Oh well. We have a little train of catapults. We're all learning together, chat. Why would you want to watch another streamer that just throws catapults perfectly? Honestly. When you could watch me endlessly fuck up and play horrible builds. It's funny. Another really good way, especially right now, Jan, is if you have any money, like IRL money, grab one of the like Heart of Thorns Path of Fire alt accounts. That'll get you a level 80 when it's on sale. It's like $750 USD or something. And then just do the PvP dailies on the alt account or the, you know, whatever dailies you prefer. Especially with the Wizard's Vault, it's a really good source of money. And it helps ANET's numbers, but, you know, they don't care. Why? Half the reason they're okay with it, probably. I assume all of Revenant Hammer will be more usable after tomorrow. Here's a fun experiment, chat. Let's take bets on... I'm not guaranteeing anything, but let's take bets on what they're going to make Daring Dragon do in World vs. World. What's the most useless thing you can think of instead of Alacrity? So if they remove Alacrity from Bladesworn for World vs. World, because it'll still be there for PvE, which sucks, they should just put it on Spellbreaker. What's it gonna do? My guess is some like useless ass boon like Resilience or like 1 stack of Might or some shit. Aegis? Aegis would be too useful. Like AoE Aegis would actually be useful, especially if equipping Shieldmaster made the Aegis you share out reflect projectiles like it does on you. I don't know. No, that's fair. I don't, like, script any of my alt accounts or anything. Still within TOS. I just, people ask, and they're like, how do you make money? I'm like, well, I have a bunch of alt accounts that I got for free over, like, giveaways, and I just, you know, might as well use them. I don't think they will remove it. That's a good guess, Shaktifi. A very, very, very good guess. They might just be apathetic enough to not, I wonder if Willbender Alacrity is going to go away, honestly. But yeah, my toss-up is like protection, because one of the Grandmasters already gives protection. Might, because one of the Grandmasters always gives might. Or might and protection. I don't know. I don't want to be cynical. It's just funny at this point. Bladesworn's such a cool idea. Such a trash can, dude. Yeah, I just think they forgot about it. I don't think they forgot about it because on their last balance stream... You can tell when they're like deliberately not saying stuff, or at least maybe that's me projecting, but they'll, I think Taylor was talking about it, their new dev, and he was like, yeah, so a lot of the, you know, Alacrity as a support boon didn't really land where we wanted it to in World vs. World, so we're raining a lot of the classes, almost all, and I think his exact words were, so almost all of the classes that had Alacrity added to them in World vs. World will be getting that removed. And then there was this huge ass long pause, and it was like, oh yeah? Almost all of them, huh? You gotta full charge it, so hold the button down. I don't know. That back catapult won't reach, but thank you for the cover. Appreciated. What did Ocean Bat say? Oh, Ocean Bat was pointing out that they used to be strength discipline on Warrior Forever Goes, sorry. That's very true. That's back when strength gave enough might for might makes right to actually heal you on Spellbreaker, and or Magebane Tether gave like 5 stacks of might per pulse or something ridiculous, and you didn't have to run discipline. You could just run strength with Magebane Tether and discipline on Spellbreaker and do all the damage. Good times in Warrior had build variety. Riveting stream content, I know, chat. Oh yeah, PSA as well. For anyone enjoying it, because I had a couple comments on this actually, and I try to answer everything that's, you know, sane on my channel. There's a guy in there, be careful. People enjoying the Broken Builds Vindicator build, that is sort of going away, but will probably still be good. But be aware that the main trait that makes that build work, the boon extension on Dodge Grandmaster on Vindicator, is getting changed tomorrow. So if you are enjoying that build, we're going to have to start throwing some shields up here. If you are enjoying that build, we may not be able to do this. This is too many people. We should leave. Leave. Run away. Run away. That's like 5 people, at least. They called the Zerg. Time to leave. If you are enjoying that build, just switch to Renegade or Herald, or one of the other Grandmasters on Vindy, and it should still work pretty well, because all of the, what's it called, Revenant specializations play very similar and are very tanky. Run, guys. Run. Port. Click your maps. No! Stream delay got him. Rip. Sorry. I tried to call it early. Feel like Rev build variety has increased drastically since Soto. Hope every profession gets access to more variety. So the reason you probably feel that way on is Revenant was balanced around, and this is something I actually on balance kind of hate about Soto. I'm just looking where we can go. I'm going to test out this waypoint and then I'll link it. Revenant was balanced around not having a ranged weapon. It was kind of like Warrior in that respect, where Renegade got a ranged weapon because it was kind of crap, and the only other thing it had was like tank. And it was a good ranged weapon, like short bow. Since they're adding like the mid-range of Scepter as well as short bow to basically every Revenant build, it makes its power jump like through the roof, right? It's that explosion or filling in of holes and rolls thing that I talked about before, where they used to, like, even in PvP or World versus World, like, I'm a Condi Zerker, I shouldn't have power damage, or I shouldn't be able to heal, and vice versa. And then what it seems like from like the interview that the studio director did and the way they've been talking about eliminating trade-offs, they seem to just like be 100, you know, 180ing on that, where they'll give Warrior like a healing weapon that it doesn't need to invest into and stuff. And a lot of the flavor, even if things have gotten a lot more powerful and the build variety has increased, has like kind of gone away. Yeah, if you can come to the new build or the new Borderlands interview is actually how I found you. Yeah, those I try not to clickbait them too much, but those videos tend to do really well because I work in marketing for a living, and I can't not make good thumbnails when I actually edit a video together. So it is what it is. You get people saying, "Oh, you're being too easy on anet. You should be much harder, and you're being too hard on anet." Dude, I'm fucking Switzerland. I'm giving my thoughts. That's what people do on YouTube. It's an opinion-based platform. I played this game for 11 years. Trust me, I can call anet out when they fuck up. Lord knows I'm not doing this for money. If you're in party chat, just click on the waypoint in party chat. Megazone, you want to keep running around with us? I want you to be lost. You put shield on anyone now as well? Yeah, again, that's true. Herald was balanced around being the more tanky shield having spec. Now Vindicator has it. probably gone. Nope, I'm wrong. Trying it. To his credit, trying it. Getting lagged to death, but he's trying it. Nice. Oh, we gotta kill the sentry. About to be a 2v1. Sentry dead. Success. You know how well that goes for you standing in my fire field? Oh, I didn't have snap pull up. Interesting. How'd I hit him with that? Nice. Hey Thief, bro, you want to help your friend? No? Alright. Cool. Me too. He's immobilized. Pressure him now. Right here. I'm wrong. Been wrong before. It'll happen again. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully not. I think he's running away. He's done. Yeah, he's done. There you go. You made it in. Hey, Vindy. Yeah, if people have feedback, again, I welcome alternate viewpoints, so you don't have to agree with me. Just, you know, give feedback on the videos. Is good. It's good to have conversations and disagree about things. Dude, if everyone was the same and had the same viewpoints, it'd be boring. Remember that, chat. Look at all these friends we have. I want to 1v1 this guy. Hang back. Never again being right forever. Yeah, it's the problem. People joke. And then like, oh, you're going to 1v1 him? All right. Go for it. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, people joke about that crap. And then it's like, after a while, it's not a joke. You know? Oh, no worries. No worries, no worries, no worries. I'm bow to this guy. You ready, sir? Ow. Mean. As soon as Berserk mode ends, I'm gonna be dead. Problem. He knows it. No, it detargeted. God damn it. Man knows his buttons. I'll take it. No, don't help me. Don't help me. Yeah, he won that. That was good. That was good. My meme build did not work. Thank you, sir. Appreciated. Duels are always welcome. Oh, he wants to go again? Alright. Fine, fair enough. Everything on Warriors is so freaking telegraphed. I literally can't do anything. It's so funny. He's so ridiculous. Oh, is it this one hollow who's mad? This one hollow who's mad. Kill the hollow who's mad. Oh, let me 1v1 this guy. I don't want to gang up on him. Unless you guys want to fight him. Alright, cool. Yep. Got our Vindy going on him. Got him, Vindy, man. What's this? Willbender? See if I can 1v1 a Willbender. This is like Dueling Island, if you didn't know, chat. It is a thing in the video game. Like the worst spot for me. All their blocks, dude. Willbenders are so bullshit. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna go get my Bladesworn build after this. I haven't even touched this, man. Look at his health. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him if he kills me. It's fine. This is a fair 1v1. Ah, got me. Good job. That's fair. Thank you for the fight, sir. Appreciate it. He can kill me. I don't care. Ah. Meme build, not effective against willbenders, tragically. This is what World vs. World's all about, chat. Oh, he killed you. Well, that's sad. I'll res our friend over here. Oh, I guess I'm not going to res our friend because this hollow's really mad. Oh, so mad. Bladesworn's the only build that I play. Can I die to willbenders? Yeah, because like I said, Bladesworn has one thing, and that's tank. Unshakable Mountain is bullshit. Like, Unshakable Mountain and Tactical Reload are the only thing that, like, are keeping it afloat. It's so weird that those were, like, the, ended up being the class mechanics, you know? Just strange. Oh, man, if that NG wants to come back, I'll 1v1 him, but, like, it's a meme build. Let's go. Let's go take stuff. Beef has proved his point. He is better than my meme build. But yeah, Bladesworn's decent. It's, like, got stuff, you know? Got tools. None of the skills are gonna hit. It's not gonna die. Says he's drunk. That makes sense. Yeah. Sometimes people will whisper you and they're like, hey, yo, just hanging out. Sick. Not every block whisper is somebody spewing vile chat. It's great. Oh, man. Ah, they're getting them. They're getting them. This poor druid just wants to play the video game, boys. He just wants to play the video game. Oh. Let them play the video game. Come on. Going this way. Alright, chat. Trivia time. Let's see. What have we been talking about? I usually do trivias relevant to, like, what we've been chatting about, whatnot. Alright. I'm gonna look this up. I don't want to get it wrong. Guard my corpse. Okay, so got to do that, and then we got to do math. Math chat. So what's for breakfast? Imagine if you could just pour yourself a bucket of math. Okay. We have that. We have this. All right. So, bot setup. Type exclamation point in chat. The answer is going to be a number, right? If you give yourself quickness, what will be the casting time of Heaven's Palm after the patch tomorrow? And keep in mind, this is because Heaven's Palm is the thing that everyone's like, oh god, and is the title card of this stream. But honestly, I think it always should have stomped people. The evade is what scares me. Anyway, enough sidetrack. Heaven's Palm will stomp down people starting tomorrow. So, exclamation point on number. It'll take fractions or decimals. What will be the casting time? Not the cooldown, the casting time. If you give yourself quickness with Heaven's Palm based on the previews or the changes they previewed already. And I'll have it round of it to a decimal. Just to be fair. Okay, I will do a disclaimer because this game is weird and no one knows how it works. I want the exact casting time, not the 1/4, like, or how do I phrase this? Not the quarter-second casting time. Because skills, how they work, if you give it quickness and it ends up not being like, if it ends up being like 0.9, for example, it will actually be 0.9 and not 1 second to cast that skill. So I'll let you guys re-enter. Come get this harpy. Daily. Gibbs just enters whatever. When I asked him what the name of Dragon Trigger 2 was last week, he just wrote Dragon Trigger 2. He doesn't care. He's won a bunch of my giveaways. So it's the casting time, yeah. So if you give yourself quickness, you know, quickness increases, makes you attack faster. What will be the casting time of Heaven's Palm? And again, this is to Heaven's Palm will stomp somebody. Based on the notes that were the preview notes that we've already said. Maybe they'll say it's not affected by quickness. Who knows? But based on the information we have. Shut up, Gibbs. Oh my god. But if you are watching on YouTube, shout out to you guys. Thank you again for all the support. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I don't monetize any of my crap, so just let me know what I can do better. Or if you just want to hang out and talk about stuff. There is less of a delay on Twitch, and the emotes are free. I tried to make all the good ones that are free, so come on over and grab them if that's your thing. You can also watch it in like 160p if you just want the audio usually. Let's say I'm rounding to the 100th. Yura. I'll give it, if you don't get it, I'll give it to the closest person. How about that? But this is the kind of annoying build crafting trivia you're going to get here. Warrior does take 2 seconds to camp stomp banner. I will give you that. Kaz, that's the point I made on the forums, actually. I think all of the things that stomp people should be the same. Because that's something they already standardized in PvP and World vs. World. You should be able to make it faster with quickness, but because that's a cool interaction, but in my opinion, they should all have the same casting time. Right now, if you do the entire Thief Daredevil Elite chain, granted it has a lower cooldown, it's still 2 seconds long, and that's with quickness. I can't claim this! The only thing that sets it apart for me for Heaven's Palm is it's one person, but even then, they should be comparing it to the Daredevil Stomp skill, because that's only one person, right? Like, Warrior Banner stomps and reses 5 people, okay, maybe that can have a longer cast time. Like, even as a Warrior player, it's like, yeah, right, that does more stuff. Granted, the cooldown's enormous, but still. Heaven's Palm is going to have an evade on startup based on their patch notes. Hopefully it changes, they've changed that to stability or Aegis, and it's going to have this cast time, which you can increase with quickness. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Right, the trade-off is you have to spec away from, what's it called, renewed focus, and no one's going to do that because renewed focus is ridiculous. So really, you can buff Heaven's Palm all you want, and people are only going to use it for zerging, right? But it's more of a broader issue to me, where it's like, okay, these things are in the game, like, these systems are in the game. You know, it's kind of like the stun thing on, you know, I'm super biased as a Warrior player, but they took all the damage off of stuns and gave it back to 2 of them. But really, that hurt Warrior still more than any, oh god, there's people to fight, more than any other class, because it's kind of like the game just evolving around certain classes, right? It's kind of like how they've added just more mobility to other classes that aren't Thief, and that has ended up hurting Thief, you know, in quotes, in the long run, because other things just have the mobility now that Thief used to be exclusive to. So it's, you know, you kind of think about how the systems of the game have evolved around certain classes and whatnot. 20 what? Jesus. Oh, I couldn't retarget him. Damn. What has changed around Heaven's Palm? There's a quickness change. I'm saying, so if you give yourself quickness, what will be the casting time of Heaven's Palm? What is the CD on Heaven's Palm? I think it's 45. I think the Thief Stomp is 30. I know the Warrior one is 2 minutes. Stealth on all weapon skills and the whole game would be balanced. Yeah, perfect, right? Dude, no more stealth in this game. I don't care if it's on Warrior. Nice job, you got him. No more stealth in this game till they either rework stealth or put more reveal in the game. Okay, we'll take whatever answer you entered last. So if you want to do 6.62 or 0.625, enter exclamation point that. That's how the bot works. Yeah, Jasper, I don't know. If you want to enter the giveaway, you do have to be followed on Twitch. You don't have to be subscribed on YouTube. So again, if you're just, you know, just hanging out, don't worry about it on YouTube. Go over there. But that's just how the bot works and how YouTube and Twitch APIs work. Yeah, like, so the thing with Kaz with Necro sword mobilities, I'm not really... Yeah, it should work on YouTube final, Shield Nobi. Absolutely should. You just have to exist. There's no API hook for... Oh, sorry, you guys are dying, trying to stream. There's no API hook for YouTube, so I can't do anything to, like, either call out subs, which is really unfortunate, or anything like that. But it also means you don't have to be followed, so win some, lose some. I think it's fair. Yeah, like adding Necro or mobility to Necro on sword is a really big thing. That's kind of like the, you know, holes and rolls wear thing that I was talking about. Well, it's like, okay, this is cool, but that's kind of how Necro was designed originally, to not have mobility. And granted, you know, arenanet doesn't want to sit there and explain their design decisions for 20 paragraphs. You know, they can say, we wanted to add some mobility to Necro. You could say, doesn't it break the entire game? And then, you know, failing Cal coming on a Balance podcast, it's, which they did to their credit, it's like, people just didn't ask them about this. It's like, you know, feature creep of the game, yeah, but also look at, like, Spectre. You know, it got 8 new teleports or something stupid in End of Dragons, right? It's just, it's gonna happen with the game. So, the bigger problem I have with, specifically with Necro Sword, is it says 450 and it goes 620 on the sword leap. So I think 450 leaps on the Necro would be fine. I just think the double 600 leap that it has is insane. I don't care if they want it to be 600, I just want them to fix the tooltip. Yeah, that's fine. 0.625. This is a really good trivia question. I'm digging this. I don't know how I'm going to give it to the people who get closest. No one gets it right. I'm so glad I started this channel now, because I get to disseminate useless fucking build knowledge that I usually just yell at cashiers at grocery markets to, you know, other people. It's fantastic. My girlfriend gets a break from me complaining about Bladesworn every week. It's fucking awesome. I keep hitting the roof of this. I need to just throw it a little bit. There you go. It actually... I think it actually would have taken the 0.75 because it doesn't count the 0. But thank you for redoing it, Shocktify. Appreciate it. Yeah, now you're my fucking paid therapy. It's great. Nah. That's why it's good to have 2 mains. 2 different classes, 2 mains. I think the wall's down. No? Am I an idiot? Wall's down. I'm an idiot. No, it's not. I'm not an idiot. I'll give it to whoever's closest. Careful, Gibbs. It's important to have 2 mains and make them 2 different colors. That's why, you know, Mirage got dumpstered and I started playing Warrior more. And then they gave Mirage its second dodge back and I was playing that a little bit. So when one thing gets destroyed, you can have something else to play. Yeah, if you're enjoying the content on YouTube, whether it's the videos, whether it's the shorts, whether it's the live streams, whether it's my community posts that like 2 people and a cat respond to, let me know. Let me know what I'm doing well. Let me know, you know, hit those up if you just want chill discussion. Again, none of this is monetized. There's no financial incentive for me to do any of this, so it's just whatever you want. Whatever you guys want to hang out and talk about. Try to keep it pretty chill. Thank you for the follow. Kaz, appreciate it. Hopefully those are working. I'm learning how to multitask better. It's good. Done? Oh, yeah. I say that and then the wall's down. Yep. NG Ravelli. They all play the same. No, that's actually a pretty good spread. NG Ravelli, honestly. I do lament... I'll do the drawing after we take this tower, so you got like a minute, chat. Get those entries in. I do lament that... Soto, one of the things, I think I like the new weapons a lot more than I like the shared weapons mastery. I think the shared weapons mastery was, if anything, something to just give the build, you know, the build nuts like us something to do at the beginning of it because the new weapons weren't done. But I don't really like in the long run, I said this when it happened, and I think now that we've had it for a while, I don't like the elite specs no longer having the flavor of their special weapon. But again, I'm a warrior player, so I'm pretty biased on that because warrior got jack shit. But also, I still think I agree with that statement. But it was important to give it some time to cook. Rumman, give us an entry. The question for tonight is, I'll extend it by 1 minute. You just got here. Nice emote, by the way. What is, or what will be, given the information we have in the preview, the cast time of Heaven's Palm after tomorrow's patch if you give yourself quickness? It will take either a fraction or a decimal. You have 60 seconds from now. And that includes anyone else who's entered. If you would like to change your answer, let me know. Here's a hint. Arenanet can't write tooltips. Hey, Suda, I was wondering where you were. No worries, dude. I hope it all worked out. I hope I can provide a chill environment for you to just come and relax in. Aries was worried about you, too. Asking around. But yeah, guys, get those entries in. Again, question is, what will be the cast time of Heaven's Palm if you give yourself quickness after tomorrow's balance patch? I'm going to change my answer. You better get it in fast, Final. You got 32 seconds. 0.6. Oh, damn. He wants all the money. He wants all the money. I have to resub tomorrow. Hell yeah. I'll probably be streaming on Wednesday. So if you want to wait till Wednesday, you can get a head pat for that. I'll be streaming Wednesday. I'll try to have a VOD for the balance patch on Tuesday. I don't want to just deluge you guys with content. Okay. Okay, we have a drawing. We have a drawing. Here's a hint, chat. Here's a build hint. Arenanet sucks at writing descriptions for stuff. Here's another hint. Quickness doesn't work the way you think. So, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to have 80 people unsubscribe from the channel. I'm going to link the actual wiki page on quickness. So people, no waiting. No waiting. Somebody has one. No waiting. No one got it right. Somebody got close. Nobody got it right. This is the page on, oh, hello. This is the page on quickness theme. So, go read that. And someone do some math. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Jan. Appreciate it. That's perfect. Exactly what I want. Both of those things, I think, technically give me engagement, so that's awesome on YouTube. YouTube's weird. But the actual answer is 0.8375. Yeah, that's how it works. Quickness actually increases your cast time. The reason it is 0.875 and not 0.625 as people thought is quickness increases your attack speed by 50% is how it reads, which means that it decreases the overall cast time by 33% because of how math works. It doesn't cut your cast time in half. It doesn't increase your cast time by 100%. It increases it by 50%, which means it isn't increasing it. Yeah, Yura actually got it the closest before they changed their answer with 0.8375, 0.83. So it, again, doesn't cut it in half. It cuts it in, by a third, which is Arenanet doing Arenanet things. Again, remember, all Mesmer illusions were originally called just illusions, not clones. So Final Shield Nobi, yeah, I know. Final Shield Nobi actually changed their answer, so they were the closest with 0.66. I don't know if you did that just to be a dick or if you think you'd win. I would have sent it to you both, but congratulations. That's the game. That be trivia, how it do. So, Final, give me a character name or an account name or Whisper Salem if you don't want the person. Oh no, we have so many people run! But yeah, give me a character name. I'll shoot that over to you. It's fun crap like that that I really enjoy doing trivia on. But if you like that, you know, come Monday or Tuesday, we'll do more trivia questions in the future. It's insane, you know, arenanet wording crap like that that I really enjoy doing trivia on. So stay subscribed. Damn it. Well, I guess that'll teach me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that in the game. It's weird. I don't know, but it is what it is. Arenanet doing arenanet things. That's why you thought it actually... Okay, so you might have thought it was 1 and then down to final 5.66. That makes more sense. No, the base cast time of Heaven's Palm is 1.25, which is still not 2 seconds, arenanet. It's extremely fast. And Guardian, you know, feel my wrath notwithstanding, can give themselves quickness with sigils. So prepare to be horrified tomorrow in World vs. World Zergs chat. Or enjoy your blue crack addict that can now stomp people. And I really do like that it can still knock down people if you use it in an AoE. I love the option and the like dual functionality of Willbender. To be clear, like the thumbnail for this whole video on YouTube. I just don't like the evade frame on startup because it's kind of has to go with, dude, do not send me money. Bro, I got 17,000 gold. I'm good. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Go give, honestly, if you want to make someone's day. Sorry, you did get a fun message. Final Shield Nobi, I feel bad. If any of you guys want to send me money or anything, he'll take the gold. There you go. Send it to somebody in chat. Or give it to Muckluck. He does really good giveaways. Or honestly, just go to like Queensdale and buy new people bag slots. It'll blow their mind. Like, it's just one of the nicest things that you can do. Also, be careful sending me mails because I like open them all the time. So if you want to like swear at me a bunch, you know, it is what it is. But I understand. I just don't want anyone to accidentally dox himself. I'm in Lion's Arch, right? There you go. New person, Lion's Arch. Almost won the giveaway with their build knowledge. They're so new. But yeah. Again, if you want to hang out, I try to give away my money. This is the first time I've ever been rich, in quotes, in Guild Wars 2. And I don't need this, so I do stream, you know, Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday. Giveaways every Monday or Tuesday, whichever day I can stream. Try to give it to you guys. Sometimes people win 50 gold. Some people win hundreds, thousands of gold. So that's not even a joke. There was one day I bought people the upgrade from base Heart of Thorns to Path of Fire or something, and I gave out codes for the base game, so all they had to do was buy Heart of Thorns or Path of Fire, and it was like 400, 500 gold every mail I sent out, and I sent out like, you know, 2 of those, or it wasn't 2 of those, it was like 8 of those. I don't know. The stream actually didn't get DMCA'd, so go check that. Feeling rich with your 2k gold? That was what I used to have, bro, man. That's when I used to feel rich, dude. But like I said, selling EOD legendaries or dailies on alts, way to do it. Yeah, gold starting up is a struggle. Mostly just because you don't know how to make gold, right? It's like, you don't know, like, oh, I go to Silver Voice and just farm forever. I do my dailies, and these things are the best to buy. You don't know what the fuck to do. Like, this game is like, just, you know, the best game for content that doesn't tell you how to play it. You have 2 gold? There you go. Reconstruction never happens. If you're Ecstatasy, hi. If you don't know who Ecstatasy is, he's one of my old guildies. Guild leaders. But shout out to him if you are him. 500, there you go. Reconstruction never happens. They change anything or just remove silver thing. The problem is, even if they change the world restructuring Sudev, you'll probably still be on EU and we'll still be on NA. I will absolutely let you guys know, and I really wish NA and EU people could play together. But I am totally down. Absolutely. Whoa, teleporting River Drake. Warrior for new player. It's awful. I'm not kidding. Warrior is one of, like, it's... I don't know, chat. I always answer this question. How do you guys feel about Warrior? What would you describe it as? You don't have... I'm going to give you a chance so that either some guy who is one of my mods or me aren't just doing my opinion on it. I'll give my opinion after this, but how does the chat feel about Warrior as a new player? It's effective. There are builds that will be effective on it, but they are very limited. How about if I say that? Staff is good. So, I think about what I'm going to say before I actually say it. There you go. Warrior's bad. Yep, they got staff for their new weapon, so it's like a support staff. You don't even need healing power. The numbers are artificially juiced. Staff is basically, if you don't take the F1 into account, it's basically what every other weapon does, but better. If you're looking for a more effective warrior, just play Soul Beast from Ranger. Soul Beast is insane. Bladesworn's awful. Don't tell him to do that. Don't be mean. I'm deliberately not playing Bladesworn right now because if the alacrity gets changed, I don't want to be super sad about what we lost. I want to have my glowing memories of it. Even my jank alacrity build. So Lucho, what I would say is Warrior, especially after 8 years, the game has evolved around certain specs, kind of like I've said earlier, like Warrior, where Warrior used to have two things. It had CC and it had damage on the CC. They changed a lot of the game. They put a lot of changes, global changes in the game for things like removing the damage from CCs in PvP and stuff. So instead of having CC and damage, it has CC or damage on a lot of its skills, which is unfortunate. You can still be effective with it. But if you want to run down for where warrior weapons are at, his name is awful and he needs to change it. My Dark Universe counterpart is called Captain Crapface, and he makes great videos on YouTube running down like a dissection of each warrior weapon. I have a video on YouTube that's basically... Oh, I wasn't ready to fight this guy. That's fine. That's basically like where Warrior's at and where Bladesworn's at, and nothing has changed appreciably enough to impact either of those. It was like the first video I put out, actually. So go check those out if you want a more in-depth look on it. But the TLDR is the game has done a lot of things like evolve past where Warrior was without having it make up with a lot of things. Another example of this is like Soto came out, right? Which is the new Battle Pass expansion thing. And the great thing about Soto is it lets you use, like, say, a torch on regular warrior, or Bladesworn got pistol offhand, right? Wow, there's a lot more people here than I thought. But for warrior, that didn't really add anything because a lot of their offhand weapons, well, a lot of their elite specs only have offhand weapons, and a lot of their offhand weapons are redundant. How am I not dead? What the fuck? That took forever. Thanks, guys, for trying to save me. So, for example, Soto enabled you to use a torch on regular berserker or regular warrior, or a pistol on regular warrior, but torch doesn't add anything because the only Condi spec it has, it's a Condi weapon, it's a bad Condi weapon, the only Condi spec it has is berserker, so it didn't really add anything there. The only thing that really sort of added anything was main hand dagger from Spellbreaker, and then, like, that's even really limited because the berserker skill on dagger sucks. So... yeah, the TLDR on Warriors, if you want to play Warrior, play like Willbender, which is the Guardian thing right now. It's fine in PvE, but I wouldn't say it's fun, not good. Yeah, we do. We need Condi Bladesworn really badly. I'm not even kidding. I think it'd be great with bleeding. Just absurd amounts of bleeding that it applies. Really short packets of high-intensity Condi bleeding, I think, would be great for it, Shakti. Yep. Melee high damage class. Reaper's quite good. They just gave it swords, which added a bunch of mobility to Necro. It can also spec into Scourge. Necro's also very beginner friendly if you're picking the game back up, because a lot of the Necro builds are very simple. Harbinger is just broken, period, which is the newest one. There's even a core Necro build that's quite good. Oh, you taking the ruins? Gonna fight? Fight me. He doesn't want to fight. Is he 1v1ing you in these ruins? This is like a pure PvP build, by the way. Ah, I used my 1cc skill. The blue crack addict is now over there. That was pretty nice. I don't know how I'm just stuck in this bubble still. No, my meme build is dying to a meta willbender. God damn it. If only I was better at build crafting, chat. No, don't tell them I don't have defense, Gibbs. That's outing the thing. It's outing the joke. This willbender needs to think he's the best in the world. Yeah, if you want to actually play a good PvP build, play Defense Discipline Berserker. I'm just trying stuff tonight because it's before a balance patch and who knows what's gonna stay. Guardian, just play Willbender, the new one. If you think Guardian's more group-oriented. Guardian just does everything. They've joked about it before, but Guardian just does everything no matter what flavor you pick. Yeah. I would actually absolutely say what Sudev said though. Try other classes. Like you'll find a class that you like, but if you don't try like even just the 9 flavors of stuff, there might be the perfect class for you. I thought I was going to love Chronomancer, for example, on Mesmer when it came out, and I still love it on paper. I just don't jive with it. It doesn't go into my brain. I don't understand it. I don't like how it plays. I thought I was going to hate Mirage, the POF elite spec for Mesmer. I loved it. I played the most Mirage out of any other spec in this game, right? So just try stuff. And the PvP lobby is really easy for trying stuff because you can equip your character, run at some golems, you know. Really, really good for that. Jan's also right. Power Hollow with Hammer. Hammer adds a lot of defensive utility to Hollow, which it didn't really have. That's another really good example of like, oh, this thing kind of had a weird balance hole filled. Yep, Spellbreaker is also just kind of Warrior Plus for PvP. Defense and Discipline, Spellbreaker. Praise be. No, I'm sorry. If you were running, I would have gotten on my cat. Damn. But if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Like I said, I stream for fun, answer questions. I don't do this crap for money or anything, so... I'm so tempted to go get my Bladeshorn build, but I don't want to be sad, chat. I don't want to be sad. Interesting. Yeah, I think Daikru really liked... I think this is our century. Daikru as well, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but was really enjoying Spellbreaker for PvE when he came back to the game. Hello, Mythos. How are you? Welcome. Hopefully you are enjoying. Appreciate it. Oh, Final Shield Nobi finally followed. Thank you, sir, for the follow. Appreciate it. And Lucho Dor. Great name. Thank you. And Mythos. Oh my god. Just inundating you with these notifications. I'm sorry, chat. I hope you guys are enjoying. Appreciated. New questions are very welcome. Sword with Scrapper. There you go. Side grade. Very true. Sword was an interesting one because Sword for Hollow Smith was... My friends used to joke about this, but they also didn't play Warriors, so they didn't know. But like Sword was so heavily tied to the heat mechanic that Hollowsmith had that, you know, when I mentioned the new thing for Soto was, oh, everything gets shared weapons, one of my friends pointed out that, hey, you know, other things don't have heat. Are they going to adjust it? And they actually did. And then they just didn't do that for all the warrior weapons that suck balls. And it's like, okay, arenanet, whatever, fine. It's just, you know, but they, to their credit, they did adjust Sword for non-hollow related specs, similar to how they added, like, it's weird because Untamed Hammer, I've said this a lot, is almost better on non-untamed classes, like the versions of Ranger, because you can select an offensive or defensive skill. So it's very weird. But yeah. Meme build not tonight notwithstanding. If you are looking for builds or build advice, there'll be lots coming up on the channel. I just don't want to run around with something the day before, literally, and then have somebody gear it and be like, oh, you know, this changed tomorrow, so whatever game mode you play. Barrier Scrapper is crazy because Barrier Generation World versus World is still at 15% of outgoing damage. I am using a controller, that's true. I am using a controller. I have played this game with 10 for... How old am I? I'm like 6. So I've played this game for like 5 years on a controller. I played this game for 11 years on a controller. God, I'm old. For some reason, my hollow gets the non-hollow version of Sword, so Sword just never... Honestly, that's probably better, isn't it? Aren't the non-heat related skills just better without heat? I thought they were. Weird. Yeah, my other goal with streaming is to get people into mobile gaming or controller gaming on Guild Wars 2. So if you have any questions, my setup's linked in the description. It works on Steam Deck, GPD Win, all that crap. Gibbs, shit. I was going to link you a thing. Hang on. Hold, please. GPD. Because I found the one that I would buy if you're set on that form factor. Hang on. Apologies, chat, but we have to take this camp anyway. So I wanted to ask you, Gibbs or anyone else who's listening, what are your goals for like getting a portable? Is it just Guild Wars, or are you looking at to run other things as well? Does a controller feel good to use? Keyboard feels awful for me to use, partially because my back is crippled and I don't want to hunch over a keyboard. Partially crippled, I still lift and stuff. That's kind of why I lift. Sorry. Yes, it feels good to use because that's the only thing I've ever used. I cannot play this game on a keyboard. I especially like it, Jan, I tell people, especially if they're getting into mobile gaming and they're just looking to sort of set it up to see how it feels, set it up just for like, you know, if you have an Xbox controller you can throw into your computer. With any kind of free remapping software or throw XPad or $10 and just do map completion on it, right? And just get a feel for how it feels. I think it feels great. The only thing I can't do, this is literally my only, you know, personal complaint. There's probably a better way to do this than I have set up. I'm just, I don't know, stuck in my ways as a, you know, 80-year-old person who's probably going to die. Is you see how I'm spinning my camera right now? That's as fast as I can go. And with a mouse, like if I spun it with my mouse, seizure warning in 2, 1, I can spin it much faster because it's relative to how fast you can slide your mouse across your table or your cat or your keyboard or whatever you're holding your mouse on, right? So rotation speed on XPad is static, and I haven't found a way to add a curve for it, but I know there's ways to do that in other programs. Yeah, I'm working on it, Gibbs. I'll win some trivia. I'll get you faster links. I'm doing like 8 things here. 40. I know you were just letting me know. I'm kidding. This is the one. If you want the GPD Win 4, which again is a thicker version of the Switch, that I would probably buy. If you just want something that will run Guild Wars 2. This is the same processor I have in my Win Mini, and it works great. Yes, it runs decently on the Steam Deck. You will get a 30 to 60 FPS, but, you know, World versus World is always a crapshoot, but it runs fine. I had a Steam Deck for about a month I was trying it out on, and it runs great. I don't have the Steam version. I started it as an executable in the windowed mode, so that may affect things. And yes, I have an about face button, absolutely. If you're going to play on a controller, that is, and the look behind you button, basically must-haves. But yeah, check that link out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You'll also be buying that through Amazon with that link. So a little bit more of a buyer protection, even though it's not free returns, than buying something like through an Indiegogo or whatever. Nice job, guys. Oh, you're good, dude. I'm just teasing you. You know me, I just say shit. Just having fun. And also the link thing is fair because I still haven't fixed it. Like, some people can send links and some people can't. So, I don't know if I want to screw with that too much. I've had an annoying amount of just bots on my channel. Even when I was literally just, like, streaming to Daikaru and Kashima and it was, like, you know, 2 people big, I would have people just come in, spam links in my channel and leave. It's like, dude, what are you getting out of this? You know? I can talk forever about nothing, but holy crap, Russian spam bots, calm down. Okay, make sure you have that one added to your wish list, then that one will run it fine. And it'll be a lot cheaper than like $1,000 or $3,000, you know, $1,500 one. That one's a little bit more expensive than the Win Mini because they have to add in like the hardware for the sliding keyboard and whatnot. Plus it's an Amazon tax. Heaven's Palm. Oh, Jesus. Just looking at the skill chat. Oh my god, you're right. I'm wrong. And not about the cast time. The cooldown for Heaven's Palm is 20 fucking seconds. I'm gonna check that. Hang on. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go be sad. Hold on. And this is on a class that can give itself fucking alacrity? Hang on. Where's my Willbender? My one Willbender. Yeah, I told you. I swear to God, I looked this up. Because I think in the build editor, it's... Like, I'm not just saying shit. It's... My memory's telling me 45. And I'm wrong a lot. But... Build editor... is 20. I don't know where the fuck I saw... Yeah, it's 20 everywhere. Okay, well... Fuck me, I guess. That seems fair. Jesus Christ, arenanet. What are you doing? Oh my god. Dude, when are they just gonna make, like... Bladesworn doesn't have to be, like, good. I just want it to be fun. But failing that, can we just, like, make Tactical Reload have a 0 cooldown? Like, 0-second cooldown and no cast time? That seems like where we're going with balance. Holy crap. And it stealths you and kills everybody else in other games. You're up. You really want money? What do you want? I'll send you money. You want 100 gold? I'll send you 100 gold. Yeah, I like that idea too. Pretty good. Give me a character name, Yura. Feel bad. Well, fine. Make up your mind, Jesus. You're like my fucking cat. I want food, but only if you want it. Sorting my inventory. I'm sorry, Sergio. Look, I don't want to talk about it. Sorting my inventory poorly. There we go. Perfect. Inventory sorting music. Okay, I give up. This is boring. I don't know how anyone does this. I don't know how anyone ever sorts their inventory. Jesus Christ, I need to pay somebody. Oh, that's not Borderland we were on. Is the cat alright? I'm I don't want to be sort it. See, everyone says that. I'm coming back to Borderland you guys are on. My bad. I keep paying my friends to do scribing for the guild. Like, make one of every thing that we're missing in the guild. Because we have unbelievable amounts of money. Like, you think I have money. The guild has way more money. Because we have people that just play this game forever, right? And then, like... I keep paying them to do scribing. They keep quitting the game. I don't know what the correlation is. There probably isn't one. Scribing is fucking awful. Yeah, I agree. Final Shield Nobi. I think even for just, like, if they want to do insane crap for, like, specializations, because they say they're not closing the idea, since they already have the tech to be able to, select, like, different skills on different weapons. Like, the new idea for warrior is a weapons master, like, third weapon slot, and then you can select, like, offensive or defensive versions. The problem is, again, I said it before, the new version, whatever it is, offensive or defensive for each weapon would just be better, because that's how their power creep works and their development cycle works. I think what it would have been fine if they just did what, you know, I've been asking literally for 8 years. Captain Crapface said in one of his original videos, everybody else who plays Warrior says, they just need to make Fast Hands fucking baseline on Warrior. And then it'll be a weapons master again. Fast Hands can do something else or just do nothing in Discipline. It's not going to change what people run. It's not going to change balance. Everything already runs Discipline because Fast Hands exists. Just so weird. Prismatic Understanding got made baseline on Mesmer. It makes your weapon swap 5 seconds instead of 10. Mythos on Warrior. So it's the trait that basically gives you access to more buttons in combat so that you can play the game like every other class can play the game now. And Gibbs has the best advice. That is very true. Start by keeping your inventory clean. Good practice for life as well. Your room won't get messy if you don't fill it with crap. Have a nice, yeah, day or night, Sudev, as well. Thank you for checking in. I hope things clean up or get better and you're well. It will. Don't worry, dude. Yeah, Fast Hands is the like, Discipline is the, in quotes, utility trait line on Warrior. And it basically lets you play the video game on most specs. For a little bit there, they had Shout Sworn Warrior, which was just like, you know, tactics, strength, full damage, because tactics is stupid with like all of the shouts being reloadable. So you basically had 9 heal skills. Oh, dude, don't apologize. It's fine. There's 36 different specs in this game. I don't expect anybody, especially on Warrior. God, don't fill your brain with that crap. That's why I'm here. Like, use it for something useful, like learning German, or like, I don't know, anything else. Yeah, it's the necessary trait line. I mean, that's fine. I like to say I play everything. I definitely have everything. I don't play any thief. I think I have 2 of them. Don't learn German. I like German. It just doesn't make sense with anything else. It's great. All your nouns are capitalized for no reason. It's fantastic. I was trying to learn it alongside Italian, and I realized what a mistake that was. Yeah, 9 characters is the way to do it, 1 of each. Very true. How a lot of my friends does it. Yeah, I could read the Icelandic, like Icelandic. No, the plan was to learn German or Italian because my grandfather, he let it lapse, but it's easier to become a Swiss citizen if you had somebody who was related. You still have to take their nationalization test, though. So, and you can't take it in English. You have to take it in one of the 4 languages they speak there, even though everyone speaks English there, because their educational system is functional. So the plan was Italian and German, and now it's just moved to German because learning 2 languages that aren't Romance languages is basically suicidal at the same time. So we'll see if and when that materializes. But I did a bunch of Spanish. That wasn't too bad. Dude, I hated Shoutsworn Final. I think we've agreed on that. Shoutsworn was stupid design. It was just good. And now they're so paranoid that they're like, Unshakable Mountain must stay in the game. And it's like, dude. Bro. It was dumb. You even admitted it was dumb then. Because, like, you said Lush Forest wasn't supposed to just trigger on the last charge, so it triggers on the first. Lush Forest doesn't even work on Bladesworn anymore in PvP. It's like, what the fuck? Dude, I don't either. The problem with languages as well is if you're not using them, you just forget all of it. It's a constant up. It's kind of like working out. It's like a, you know, your brain's a muscle, so it's a constant upkeep thing. Cat, don't let me get away with this. I have half a protein shake I didn't drink from the gym afterward in front of me. Jesus, where's Maddie to yell at me? But yeah, as far as content goes, we're not ending the stream. I'm just giving you guys a heads up what it looks like because, you know, my schedules are kind of weird. Mostly Monday, Wednesday. That will be this week as well. 9 Eastern. So that's 2 hours and 12 minutes. We'll start the stream before now. We'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be doing hopefully a little review thing, barring, you know, emergencies and such, for the balance patch when it comes out on the channel tomorrow. So look out for that. If people are super liking the content, I might also do the interview this week with the dude who had the most and probably still has the most legendaries in the game, unless something is, yo, no swearing in my chat, even in other languages, who has the most legendaries and probably still has the most legendaries in the game. It's a really cool topic, I think. What are you excited about, Mythos? That's awesome. I love to hear what people are like, you know, out of stock of hydrates. That's true. What are you excited about? I'm always really down to like hear what other people, especially that play other classes, are excited about. Like, I don't play Willbender. There's almost no warrior changes that matter. Like, Rush is getting fixed. Yay. Fantastic. Buildcraft and you're trying to heal Renegade? Okay, fair enough. Heal Renegade's pretty sick. I think Muckluck had a video on heal Herald, so you could probably translate that. All good. Yeah. Go sleep. Go sleep. Oh, you're a pro tip. If you can, try to get sleep in... I majored in neuroscience. That's why I stream video games on the internet. Try to get sleep an hour and a half increments if you can. That's why people tell you to get 8 hours and like 90-minute brackets. Okay, you know. Yeah. Or if you're taking a nap, try to get less than 30 because it doesn't put 30 minutes because it doesn't put you into a REM cycle. You know the good stuff. Yeah, 9 hours, 7.5 or 6, or 4.5 if you have to do it, are the golden things. So try to give yourself a little bit of a buffer. That's why people tell you to get 8 hours, is because by the time you block out an 8-hour time slot, you'll get 7.5 and feel much better than if you get 8. Yep. Cheers, dude. Or dudette. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be wrapping it up here in a bit anyway. Yeah, that's why 8 hours is bad. Like, actually getting 8 hours is bad, but if you try to get 8 hours, it's, like, good, because you'll end up getting 7.5. Just got here. Well, I'll be back on Wednesday, and there's VODs. Check out the VODs. They're there for a reason. If one gets DMCA'd in your country, don't worry. It's on Twitch. If it's not on Twitch, it's usually on YouTube, because our copyright system is a clown fiesta. I don't stream for very long. I can't. I have a real job. It sucks. I know, right? They're usually 2-3 hour streams. I can't do the Maximilian dude thing where I'm making $1 million a year and streaming for 8 hours. I have huge respect for the people that can do that, though. One of my goals with even doing the streaming stuff is I didn't want to make this into a job, at least not right away, because the people that just start like streaming something like Guild Wars for a job, because if you just want to try to monetize it right out of the bat, unless you're looking for that $5 per video for coffee or whatever, you're not going to enjoy it. If I had to play Guild Wars for money, I would fucking hate it. I already played this game for 11 years. I am bitter, as well as I still love it, because I'm still here, clearly. Like, they're doing something right, so I just need to, you know, it's for fun until it, you know, you guys get me to 2 million view or followers, then we'll talk. But I genuinely do this for fun. I genuinely do it to disseminate my useless freaking build knowledge to the community. Yeah, and Gibbs is at his job, and he still wins money here. It's perfect. I mean, I'll take the Prime subs if people have them, but that just goes into the giveaway pot. So again, thank you, Gibbs. Thank you, everybody else. And whenever people follow or sub over the break, I try to call you out because, you know, head pats are nice. But realistically, give it to somebody who needs it. I didn't know Twitch gave you or Amazon gave you a free Prime sub for the longest time. Poison the well of personal enjoyment. Yeah, kinda. It's important to what you know, if you can, especially these days, enjoy what you do first. That's why I like I said, I majored in neuroscience I didn't say that as a joke, I did. But I did enjoy it. But I ended up doing web design as a career, and at least for now, that was to pay off undergrad. And I enjoy it just enough, because it's creative, that when I have a framework that I can work within, you know, lets me set my own hours as long as I stick to them, for the company I work for. It's quite good. It's quite flexible. It's a work from home thing even before COVID, so it works for me. I don't make a ton of money, but, you know, it's enough, right? So it was like, I enjoy this just enough that I can do this for a job. We'll pay off the undergrad, and then, you know, whatever careers exist with the rise of AI, we'll look at that. Nice, dude. Good. That's good. I almost, it's funny. What's his, how do I phrase it? Muckluck joked about making an OnlyFans that was just going to be pictures of actual fans, like videos and pictures of actual fans. And I think literally everybody I watch on YouTube, which is only like 3 or 4 channels, has made that joke. So it's funny that like-minded people think of like ridiculous crap, you know? Where it's like, oh, I had that thought too before I even heard any of them joking, where I'm just going to make this OnlyFans of just OnlyFans. And then I looked it up and there's already like 3 of them. And I was like, no, I don't knock anything, you know, as long as you're not making other people miserable as a job. I don't care what people do. I just don't want people pushing their views onto other people. Enough of that crap in politics. It's so telling with like, again, my hard rule is no political or religious crap in guild chat, but it's so funny to me, especially with the US, you know, that's what I'm exposed to, where the one thing no one ever votes down is, you know, should we increase our salaries? That always goes through, you know, I wonder why that always goes through every year. No clue. Almost unanimous vote to increase Senator and House of Representatives salary every year. Can't imagine why that is. Can't agree on fucking anything else or anything useful. Unanimous salary increase. So fucking stupid. Just enjoy what you're doing, chat. Or at least try to. But they do so much work. Work is generous. Work, your use of the word work is generous. Yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. The lines of discussion, Jan, are always very interesting to me. Or sorry, dude, I forgot that you don't have a cat. You want me to help you get your cat, Neg? We could have been doing that this whole time. I hope you're running the reward track for it. That's the first step. The lines of social outrage are always really interesting to me, Jan, whether it's politics or anything else. Like, you know, what will people tolerate? What's, you know, this person, you know, made a joke about racism, so they get blackmailed because they'll actually capitulate, but the actual racist people don't get punished. And it's like, bruh, calm down. I got 6 cattas. What am I doing with none? I got plenty of cattas. Dude, I'm king here. It's not really political, but yeah, I can do whatever I want. I can ban myself. What am I gonna do? Switch the song. There we go. Let's take this tower. Thank you, Sum41. There's 700 songs on this playlist. That comes up every single time. Cats? 6 cats? You want to get 2 cats. That's a mistake I made. I mean, this one was a rescue, but you always want to get 2 cats so they have something to play. Like, they interchain each other. Dude, my cat doesn't meow. He screams. Like, that's not a joke. He just fucking screams. He's orange. He's adorable. It's the cutest thing. I've had, I was dating this chick and she did martial arts, and in the middle of the night, like, you know, you meet on Tinder, you say you don't have kids or whatever. I just wake up to her punching me in the face, and like, I was like, the fuck is that for? And she rolls over and she's like, you said you don't have a kid. And I'm like, I don't. And she's like, what was that? And I listen for a second after the pain stops, like, hitting me in the head. And it was my cat, because he, you know, walks up the stairs and just screams at my door when he wants the food bowl slightly rotated. And I was like, that's my cat. And she's like, I don't believe you. And she opens the door and the cat screams at her. And she's like, I am so sorry. It was the funniest goddamn thing. Like, I had a headache and my neck hurt, but it was so fucking funny. I laughed at that for like 3 months. Tell that story every chance I get, because that shit was hysterical. I'm gonna fight these people. Fuck the— oh god, I'm not gonna fight these people. Yeah, that one was good. I have a lot of bar stories I don't tell on stream because a lot of them aren't appropriate, but some of them I can tell. I DJ'd for like, what was it? Cumulatively, I worked. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch here. Oh, from that side, I see. I think I'm gonna port back. I DJ'd for like 2 years, and I ran event support for 2 years, and I worked in a bar for about 4 years after college. So I got stories, man. Yeah, you see shit. Yeah, you wanna get the cat a buddy. I've learned that. If I ever get another cat. Why are you surprised the buffs to the arm shield trait line didn't really do anything? It just made the numbers bigger. It didn't change functionality. Arms' problem wasn't that it didn't do damage. My original Daring Dragon, like, build got to top 250 in fucking PvP on a trait line that nobody used with defense arms, dude. Like, I'm not shouting at you. I'm just saying arms was already good. It just doesn't have any sustain traits. Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't... The problem is, it could do 100,000 damage, and it would still only be used on meme builds because Warrior has one thing, and that's tank, but you need to spec into it. Like, again, I still run arms on, like, when I'm trying to be a meme lord on Bladesworn, but you still have to run arms defense. The other problem with arms is, like, its traits are kind of redundant. So it works on crit chance, right? Increasing, you know, it now has the... It gives you Fury a lot easier, even though they haven't updated the weapon swap Fury trait. it makes you... The biggest buff to arms, honestly, was the when you hit a bleeding target, you have 10% increased damage, or 10% increase to critically hit them, which is huge. But arms already basically let you, like, especially if you run the one good Grandmaster trait, it already basically let you ignore building precision. So you just have to build precision even less, and because there isn't a power condition damage ferocity thing in this, or trait, or stat in this game, that doesn't really do anything for you, right? So, like, it doesn't really increase your overall power, because most stats in this game, precision's so important, they already have it on them. Even diviners, like, there's no, you know, weird diviners thing without just power and ferocity and concentration. And it makes you, like, have an increased chance to crit, and then if you run the one good trait, like, it's just redundant, because it gives you fury, or more ferocity, and then lets you crit all of your attacks for 3 seconds. Like, yeah, that's good. You know what else is good? Not dying in a fight. It's weird. Is pistol a viable weapon for warrior? Pistol's probably the most viable weapon from the Soto overlap Yan, especially on something like Bladesworn. The problem with pistol is the Bladesworn problem, where... Oh, I gotta tell a guild ignite. It's being balanced around the existence of Shieldmaster, and how Shieldmaster interacts with Aegis on Warrior. Basically, on Warrior, if you give yourself Aegis, while you have that Aegis, you will reflect all projectiles. And as far as we know, that's working as intended, because arenanet either has known about it forever or just doesn't care, or both. And they even, I think, rewrote Shieldmaster to read that it generates adrenaline when you reflect a projectile. Granted, things like, you know, Bullet Cratcher will also reflect projectiles when you have Shieldmaster traded, but that's weird. And the fact that you have 2 charges of Aegis on pistol makes it automatically really good with Shieldmaster. But that also means that pistol isn't very good. It just is an Aegis machine, or a unshakable mountain spam machine for Bladesworn. So, is pistol good? Not really. Is pistol with, you know, Shieldmaster good on Warrior? Oh, fuck yeah. You know? Literally the last idiotic balance patch where they dumpstered nice job. Dumpstered Bladesworn's Dragon Trigger 2. Ooh, this is a war. This is going to be a good fight to end on. Dumpstered Dragon Trigger 2. Decreased all of the Aegis cooldowns in PvP. The reason they did that was because they already added ammunition back to the Pistol 4, which was a good change. But they basically balanced Bladesworn around the existence of Shieldmaster, which means that they're decreasing all of the Aegis cooldowns, which is basically them condoning that interaction, which isn't healthy. It's so weird. It's so weird. Also, you can do things like run pistol. I guess if you're looking at it on other things, you could run it with like Relic of the Defender, which heals every time you block an attack, which doesn't heal you when you reflect attacks, even though Shieldmaster generates adrenaline when you reflect or block an attack. So stuff like that. So yeah, pistol, axe pistol, if you want to just be tanky on a Bladesworn, great. The 2 on the axe will be the most damaging skill you have, because Lord knows the gun saber and the dragon triggers don't do anything. We're not going to be able to take this. I'm going this way. We can have this tower. There's 3 green idiots. Oh, I want to fight the 3 green idiots. The 3 green idiots don't want to fight. Yeah, pistol's fine. It's probably the best just offhand. No, it'll work. So, ooh, a VOA guy. Hello. I'm gonna bow to this guy. Let me fight him. On my meme build. I'm curious. He's in our guild. Hello. Hello. Would you like to fight? Hello, Captain VOA. Would you like to... Yep. Speed Relic's really good. What's up, Rajim? Hopefully you're well. It just duplicates, right? With Shieldmaster. So if you manage to block a melee attack, it will generate adrenaline. And if you manage to give yourself Aegis, it will reflect projectiles. It actually, you know, the more effects you can stack, the better. What are the Willbender buffs? Most of them are actually just in the title card, Daniel. But other than that, they're tuning up a lot of the physical skills. They are... I'm gonna fight this guy. They are making... What's it called? There's the good old Dragon's Tooth. I have to blow and dodge or get hit by it. Thanks, arenanet. they are making Heaven's Palm. Sorry, I don't play this class a lot, so it's kind of hard to multitask. Heaven's Palm will stomp now if you hit one target in World vs. World, which is good. The fact that they're giving it an evade on startup is not good. Kind of questionable in my opinion, so is what it is. This guy's actually pretty good. I don't expect people from my guild. They're mostly PVX, so be that great. It's sick. Hello. What's going on here? Oh, Azarg. Oh, I'm fighting a guy. Fighting a guy from my guild. I want to see who this is. Oh, leave me alone. Willbender buffs are crazy. Check back tomorrow for more info, but, you know, they did preview them. Oop, sorry, VOA dude. Gonna get him off you. Don't kill the VOA guy. Kill these green guys. Dang, he's a warrior. The Spellbreaker, he might be over there now. Willbender's dope. You should like Willbender. See if Linebreak or Rampart Splitter will actually hit something. It did. Oh my god. Alright. Well, fine. I'll go back over here. Yeah, I mostly run Speed Relic too, but that Bladesworn build I was running. Oh, hello. Got our like whole Roman cadre. Jeez. Not even a beta weekend. I want to fight this VOA guy. I want to see who it is. Yeah, Willbender's gonna be crazy town. Nice. Good stuff. Gonna fight. Fight. Going to shoot you. Okay, we're doing this. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? Glass Ellie. Oh my god. That is a lot of damage, man. That is a lot of damage. I want to see who this is. I'm not going to out him on stream, but I want to see who this is. That is so much damage. I hope you have all the blocks in the world if you want to fight that man. Alright, let's see who. It's Ice Monk! I said I wasn't going to out him on stream. Ice Monk's chill, though. Ice Monk's dope. Can I buy you Mystic Coins? I need gold to buy the Deluxe Spec for the character slot. No, I can't. I already offered so many people money. Let me buy you Mystic Coin. What do you need? Yeah. You get him. Deluxe X Pack for the character slot. Oh, I see. No, I can't. I can't do that. You have to win my giveaways. But I'm glass too. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I got the feeling you were. There is a balance patch. It is PVX, so it is all game modes. There's a little bit of everything, Daniel. They have put the preview already up on the forums. It may change. Hopefully it does. Willbender looks... Evade on Stomp looks crazy, so... we'll see how that goes. How many is this? 5, 6? They're all following a dude. Yeah, it's gonna be nutty. I mean, Warrior is getting stuff. The stuff it's getting is just boring. It's getting power numbers increases in PvP, and they're fixing Rush. And that's like it. Yeah, I mean, failing that, Mythos, I just like the stuff that they put on their patch notes to be in the game. They've changed like 4 things on Warrior that just didn't end up actually making it into the game, and I've reported them like 40 times, and they just don't give a shit. It's like how I had to pay Mukluk like 1,000 gold to showcase the Gunsaber 4 summoning blue dudes thing to get it fixed. Because Gunsaber 4, the like spin attack, was shooting out blue men. And I was like, Muck, can you just show this on stream to show how fucking ridiculous this is? Yeah, rush fix after 11 years, it's something. It's true. It's objectively not nothing. I guarantee it got fixed because of this skill. Band rules. So excited for the new. Yep. And he was like, yeah, sure. I try not to bother him too much, though, because he's got his own channel, his own life, and he actually does this bullshit for money. Seems like a good guy. Yeah, I ruined my fun. That's true, I did. Blue men were objectively cooler. I'm using my heal skills. Using my warrior hair skills. They're not working. Oh, this is more people than I thought. Bail. Yeah, live. I'll be the sacrifice. I'm not on Bladesworn though, so I don't have like, that's a weird sentence. I don't have like alacrity, so I can't cool down my skills faster. Oh man, that's a fun chat. Hang on, I can link the preview, but it's probably gonna change tomorrow, Daniel. So if you want like patch notes, if you want more updated notes, you know, keep your eyes glued. I'm sure they'll be on Reddit within seconds of them existing. There you go. Actually, I had a trivia question earlier tonight about that. Hopefully it looks good and sounds good as well, Chad. I apologize for the one night where my ISP is, like, actually awful, and compressing my audio. I think that's what it ended up being. It was watchable, it just wasn't great. Theoretically, they should be done with maintenance, but also theoretically, I should have been notified about the maintenance, and they didn't at all, so is what it is. Always just tell me if my audio or visual is glitching out or if I start the stream muted, and you can win gold. Because I will give you out gold for notifying me of that. Yeah, no worries, dude. Some nutty stuff in there. And drop food for you guys before I jet out. What do you want? I'll give you good food. I'm gonna put my weird food over here, and then I'll put you like good food over here. Believe in feeding people I play with. Dude, their forums are functional but awful. I usually just Google the patch preview and then the date at this point. It was like actually a month and a half ago they previewed these changes. So this one was not recent, so it probably didn't come up. Also, Google is just objectively getting worse. It's not their fault. It's just SEO spam. I deal with it for my job all the time. Did they upgrade? Upgrade what? Dang. I kind of want to go, like, just watch this brawl. Oh no, it's like 2 red people. We should help the red people. Dang, the eagle griffins are piling on. No, 1 red person. Oh, he yeetin'. He yeetin'. He gone. He gonna live. We pick off the green people in the end. What's your name again? I'm sorry, I try to remember everybody, but monkey spheres exist. It's a phenomenon where you can only remember 500 people. Negasone, if you haven't started your Warclaw reward track, make sure you do this. There's a reward track that you'll need to do. You need to put 1 point into this mastery that I'm showing on screen. Warclaw. Make sure you're running the Warclaw reward track in order to unlock it. That's absolutely the reward track you should be doing if you haven't don't have a cat. Theoretically, Gibbs, they're upgrading to fiber. That's the excuse they gave me. They didn't notify me of that at all. I had to call 8 different times and finally get a supervisor in fucking California when I live in New York in order to get that answer. So yeah, now that there's actual competition in my area, theoretically they're upgrading me to fiber. I'm probably still going to be paying more than $100 a month for it. Awful. Don't come to this country. Point I call Google Google. Google? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, Brave's alright. Whenever I can't find something or it's delisted from Google, I usually use Bing. There's other ways around it, but do either of you want to fight? I'll 1v1 you guys. Fight. 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 I don't want to fight. Hello? Hang on. Give me a 1v1 if this guy wants. Might just kill me, but whatever. Hollow Man's going in. He's not being honorable. It is what it is. Oh, there's already people fighting us. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry. Trying to get a 1v1 over here like an idiot. That's what I get for not playing with game sound, chat. Gotta yell at me. Yeah, I know. That was the joke. That was the joke, kids. But I can't wait till I have symmetrical upload and download. Be amazing. Better stream content for you guys. Hopefully more frequent streams. Hopefully less glitchy streams. It's gonna be great. I want fiber more than almost any other tech upgrade right now. It'd be fucking great. I don't even need, you know, gigabit. Here's a fun trivia question, chat. How fast in megabytes is gigabit internet? So if you have a gig down, gig up, how fast is that in megabytes per second? Gonna blow your tiny ape minds. Jade heroic farming is probably easier, yeah, because it's just casual and you can already play something you have. Right gem is really close. Yeah, it's like 125 or 128. It's fucking marketing nonsense. I hate that crap. It's like how one of my favorite examples of this, and again, I work in whoa, that's a zerg. I work in marketing, so this is one of the first things that like inured me onto the fact that marketing's all bullshit. Is Juicy Juice. Back in the day, you know, their slogan was 100% juice for 100% kids. How they got away with that, you know, back when people actually cared about what was going into their kids nutritionally, was they just spelled their formula Juice. Yeah, that's legal. I'm sure there was some juice in it. Somewhere. Oh my god. The world's a calamity, and everything's crazy. Just be aware of it. It's kind of fun. Oh, poor Spellbreaker, bro. I gotta tag those, so it's all good. I'm gonna do something dumb, like try to take this keep or something. Our tag's all the way over there, though. 1v1 this Eagle Griffin, though. But yeah, if you didn't know, balance patch tomorrow, probably at noon Eastern. Check it out. Especially if you're a Willbender main. Good time to be a Guardian or a Ranger player. It's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Pretty much. Lots of content coming up on the channel. I'll probably do a rundown of the news and the balance patch and whatever. Muckluck also does something similar. I'm sure all the YouTubers do. So go grab those if you are so inclined. It'll be on the YouTubes. 1024? Oh, for the bitrate question, yeah. I will be back on Wednesday at 9 p.m. And if you have, we will start that fun giveaway if anyone wants to participate. If you, honestly, no one will probably do it. So if you just want to win money, put something in the comments on the YouTube video. Just like that, if you can call out the number of times I say in this video correctly, I will send you money starting on Wednesday. So that's a fun game we can all play together, and I can try to level up my own skill tree. But I'll be back 9 Eastern on Wednesday for more of this nonsense. We'll get a perspective on the balance patch as well then, so keep that in mind. Oh, we got this nice little backdrop of, you know, Benny Hill people being chased down. It's pretty fun. So it's going to be pretty good. We're also going to have a video coming up on the channel, probably not this week, but hopefully soon, of me talking to the guy who made the most legendaries. He's my really good friend named Slade, and he's really chill. He can kind of shed some light on what it's like to play this game religiously for 10 years, and maybe you guys can ask him questions in the comments as well. Yeah, no worries. I will be back. Yeah, it'll be 125 megabit down. That's pretty much what I thought it was. I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. Hop in, hang out, stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday sometimes at Friday sometimes, but Monday, Wednesday, 9 Eastern. Guild Wars 2. Lots of stuff coming up on the channel. We'll see if Alacrity Bladesworn survives, but hopefully get some buffs for that. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or any of the chat, or just tell me I'm an idiot in the comments. Welcome alternate viewpoints. Very chill here. But yeah, have a wonderful night. Take care, and I will see you in Tyria. Peace out.